Good evening, everyone. um, Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you are hearing me. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to. I'm not sure how long this is gonna last. What happened though is that this is my main camera, but my light, for whatever reason, is not coming on. Not the overhead light, my streaming light. You understand? Because this camera actually needs some light because I need to change the lens. But the lens is expensive. See, so everything nice. This is my backup camera. This is the camera I use to streaming. I don't like this none at all. Zane, but I don't know. I have been trying to get it sorted out, but no luck. So that's how go on deal with it like back then. You understand? I don't know. But that's like I look here again. You understand? You know, sometimes when people have some ugly baby and them kind of grow nice, as some of it start feel zine. But peeps, we're there. You understand me? I said big up to the persons who have been wrong camera. Who have been patiently waiting. I know some people gone, I know some people. You understand? Big up to the people that want to stick around. I appreciate that. You know what I think go. Loyalty over royalty. You understand me? I say peace with them. I hope everybody alright. Hope you have been having a wonderful weekend. For the people them were done cook already and eat dinner. Zine, big up on yourself and ready for us to teach about some things we affect Jam Down, Jamrock, Jamaica land we love. Land of Food and Water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vibes Cartel, Bojo Bantan, Shelly and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson. You want me look, wash out family. Peeps, we there, yeah, mama and papa.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them. You know it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey yo, yellow, like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey yo, we always up to something. Teach them. Hey yo, yellow, send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them right here. Warlord representing.
Boy, it's not really late. Me late and I have been here from before 5:30, but I kind of have some issues with my light, so I can't get the main camera, which is this camera here, for work. So we're going back to the old camera. I go look white. No, mad star. So peeps, big up on yourself. You know, on a day I wait a long time. So as Kalanji said, there is no time to waste. You understand? So we are getting to it because night a come. You understand? I'm a joke about this. I don't know how that look close. Yeah, so I'm gonna fix this. Give me a 1-3 there. See, peace, big up on yourself. For the first time I talk to you since we interview Alien. You understand? I had a lot of things to say in the comment section for that video. You understand? Una put we together. All sorts of things. Something couldn't easy. Not easy, you know. You understand? Alien, big up yourself. Anyway, they're the Empress. You understand me? I say, what a wonderful soul. Beautiful inside out. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, we give thanks. Progress that. You see? Peace, we're there. You understand? You know what thing go? We kind of eat the part of the thing here, but we have to deal with it. Seeing, another week, a few more women gone missing, eh? The situation that we're facing now is this Empress here. See? So Portland woman gone missing in, as Renita Adams would say, Tivoli. 28-year-old Abiba Thompson of Port Antonio, Portland, has been missing since Friday, August the 2nd. She's of dark complexion, medium built, and is about 142 centimeters or 4 feet 8 inches tall. So reports from the Halfway Tree police are at about 5 p.m. Thompson was last seen on DC Avenue in Tivoli Gardens in Kingston wearing a dark colored blouse, black jeans, and a pair of slippers. She has not been heard from since, and all efforts to contact her since then have been unsuccessful. And anyone knowing the whereabouts of Abiba Thompson is being asked to contact the Halfway Tree police at 876-926-8184, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. So hope say Empress Abiba Thompson is okay. I hope it's just take what she take with herself. You understand? With a king. You're seeing, and I don't know, somebody take her away. If you get what me I say. You understand? Cause we know them things that what she do at TG Doja. I don't know no royal. I don't know if she have family member down there. I don't know if I down there look a speed go there. You understand what I say? So you know what thing go. Good people live at TG and bro. So you never know. Yeah, so that good as family, she go look for a good look up Spigo. She go link up and thing and thing. And probably she and her Spigo just take with themselves. Probably with a lime key there go and chill. You know what I mean? Me hope I saw a thing go because right now I can't bother with the sad endings them, brother. Yo, camera and look so bad after all, you know, come to think of it. You understand? This a camera I want to use though, but John won't start. Yeah. So that's the thing the peeps. We have another situation where another little empress this time. So before I move on to that story, I sincerely hope that Miss Thompson is alive, first and foremost. And I sincerely hope that she will be reunited with her family in very short order. We have another situation where this little empress here, 12-year-old Clarendon girl reported missing. That not good. You understand me? I say, teach how you find the word the Spigo. I'm full of word in the brother. You know what I mean? You see me? So a high alert has been activated for a 12-year-old Rihanna Wright of Freetown in Clarendon who has been missing since Friday, July 12th. Yeah? She's of dark complexion. She don't really look dark here, so still. Slim built and is about 165 centimeters or 5 feet 5 inches tall. So reports from the Longville Park Police are that Rihanna was last seen in the town of Old Harbour, St. Catherine, about midday. She was dressed in a floral blouse, blue ripped jeans, and a pair of black and red slippers. And all efforts to locate her have proven futile. So anyone knowing the whereabouts of Rihanna Wright is being asked to contact the Longville Park Police at 876-902-5047, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Again, I sincerely hope that the little one is alive. I really and truly hope that this will end positively. You understand? Experience would have taught me otherwise, but me I go and all out. You understand me? I say, I go and all out because I don't know. Ah, boy, things that are way family. And peace, you know a funny thing about streaming in the evening. I really and truly I look forward to his streaming. I'm ready for his streaming. You understand me? I say, Father Dexter and Fremantle, big up yourself, you know. I know lawless did about one at a time and them drop a little thing in a collection plate. Speaking about collection plate, I have a few pastors we talk about this evening, you know. See, lawless, big up yourself, you know, brother. Anyway, you did, I know the work I beat your bud from the other day. Father Dexter and Fremantle, you know, we appreciate that something, you know, brother. You know what I mean? If you look at Mickle, make a muckle, as they say. You understand me? I say, right now, I like now make no muckle, but we are give thanks. Zin, so you know, peeps. Hold on, I shot me for the dung as some one there. Yeah, man. And thing, I want to follow up with thing, them Twitter, Facebook, them place there. Next channel, Jamaica. You know what I mean? And them good things there. See? As I said, I look forward to this stream. I ready for the stream. I prepare for the stream. And when I go so boom, ready for start stream and problem in my life. You understand what I say? But big up to the people that want about. Big up to the people that want stay about. And peace, I'm gonna do a little thing before I proceed. Cause I know some people they take with themselves. You understand? The show got big tonight and I can't have this a big dance here. For a local crowd. So here I want do, you know, I want see why this looks so. I'm gonna share the link for the stream. See on my page, Twitter, the works. You know what I mean? So give me a little minute there. See why them people are full up my thing so with so much video for other channel. I'm not talk to them about that. We talk to them later because we don't understand why I go on and dance, you know. See, so I'm share them things up here. Just give me a look moment in time. See, I'm share back right there. So boom. That one. Yeah. Go over Twitter cross here, so. You see, you have to just be patient with me, peeps. As I say, dance go big. You can't spend your money for big dance and 5 people come. They make no sense. Yeah, son. Auntie. So, come on now. Don't do me that. Boom. Join the discussion. I mean. What the? Me I spell giant and never give me going. And I 3 times now, me can't spell giant, you know. Alright, so that a Twitter taken care of. Alright, over good old Facebook, you know. Hold on the peeps. So me I find that, you know. Oh, yeah, so. Understand? I'm not sure if I just go on all out. We'll live to see tomorrow. I know some people miserable and talk about how long me I wait and them sitting there. Some people are talking about this me coming so far. I'm not lucky to I understand, you know, shall wait to. He that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Something like that still. I understand, patience. Yeah, I used to throw everything up one time. The computer kind of slow down sometimes. You know, I think got technology. You see me? Come. Join this and good thing I never waste some other partner money, you know, when she sent me to school. Yeah, because I can spell right. Next thing I'm also this I'm never my teacher and he can't spell. No people, you know. You say alien effect, brother. Alright, so it look like we're done with this one. No, minimize. Yeah, we're ready again now, Pete. We're ready, you know. We're ready, you know. Alright, so minimize, but some people, boom. I don't know if you can watch what me I send. I don't know if one of there so me I send that. Who else? Boom, boom, boom. Zine, boom. Yeah. I'm gonna go so boom. I'm gonna go so work peeps. You understand? You want to know so because the stream kinda takes so long, we have to make sure we share it out and make sure the people them know where I go on, cause them good as never they get no notification and these good things. You know what I mean? So yeah, we work with that, you know. Supersonic I say I was sitting and see, but the class not full up, brother. So me buy enough chair for the number of people there now. So peace, I can move on now. Saint Andrew man in custody following ammo seizure. Yeah, nothing wrong with that something there. A man was taken into custody following the seizure of 36 assorted rounds of ammunition during an operation on Sunrise Crescent in St. Andrew, the police have reported. So according to the reports, lawmen were in the area about 7:30 a.m. when a search was conducted in a house which was occupied by the accused man. So the man lived with bullets. You understand? During the search, the ammunition was found in his possession and he was taken into custody. His identity is, however, being withheld pending further investigation. So big up to the police them for one successful fight. You know what I mean? If police go and find bullet in your yard instead of woman. So speaking about big boss. You understand what I say? Since I was a boy till now, I don't recall the police making as big a fine as they did the other day about 60 miles southwest of Moran Point in St. Thomas. Southwest, one of them is out there. Zane, where they manage to intercept cocaine weighing about 1,200 kilograms with an estimated street value of Jamaican $4.5 billion. Some 37 something million US dollars. 4.5 billion Jamaican dollars. No. I have been looking at the comments of the video and you guys are hilarious about the times, you know. You answer me, I say $4.5 billion worth of cocaine seized in St. Thomas. Well, not really in St. Thomas, but off the coast of St. Thomas. Like. So the police have seized nearly 1,200 kgs of cocaine about 60 miles southeast of Moran Point in St. Thomas. So the quantity of drugs, which is estimated to be worth more than 4.5 billion Jamaican dollars, was handed over to the narcotics police by the Jamaica Defense Force Coast Guard after it was seized about 5:45 a.m. One of them did the last week. I don't remember which one. So the security forces reportedly found 50 bales containing 998 parcels of the drug. You understand? 4.5 billion Jamaican dollars out of drugs. So I could do the look where I'm at, you know. Imagine, obviously that drugs would have probably be en route to the United States, yeah? From probably South America. Can you imagine? And even if the Jamaican connection is not the top dog in the link, that person or whomever was involved in that shipment from Jamaica would have stood to benefit significantly from a financial perspective. And then now, there's a 9.9 out of 10 possibility that whomever those persons are would have spent a lot of that money to buy guns and ammunition to come kill off Jamaicans. Someone want to say big up to the Coast Guard, big up to the Marine Police, big up to the Narcotics Division of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And all this. Yeah, man, well around of a floss, man. Yeah, so let me say big up on yourself. And this $4.5 billion bust, you see, peeps, came shortly on the heels of our next bust, where $13 million worth of cocaine was seized at a container terminal in Kingston and 4 persons were arrested. So the police are reporting the seizure of 10.2 kilograms of cocaine, which they say has an estimated street value of $13.3 million. Zane, and 4 persons were arrested in relation to the fine. So the police said the seizure was made on a vessel at a container terminal in Kingston on Sunday. It is reported that about 3:15 a.m. a vessel arrived in the island at a container terminal on Saturday, July 27th, from no place like Colombia with cargo. Zane? According to the police, while the containers were being offloaded by stevedores are people who work at a shipping port, Zane, 8 packages of cocaine were found in the possession of one of the stevedores by members of the team. The police and the Jamaica Custom Contraband Enforcement team were contacted. They say a search of the vessel revealed an additional 10 packages of cocaine concealed on the spear anchor on the ship. Zane, and the police say 4 of the stevedores were taken into custody. Their identities have not yet been revealed. So big up to the police them again. You know what I mean? You never know how many lives might have been saved in that little exchange. Zane, so you know, it's not only cocaine the man them did seize. Zane, the man them seize some weed too. The weed situation is a curious one. 13 pounds of ganja seized in Westmoreland. 4 persons arrested. But you are going with a local seizure, you don't peep. So members of the narcotics division seized approximately 1,300 pounds of compressed ganja during an anti-narcotics operation along the Waterwheel Main Road in Cave District, Westmoreland on Tuesday. So the police reported about 1:40 p.m. a Freightliner truck, which was supposed to have been carrying the suspected to have been carrying the illicit drug, was signaled to stop. It's a trailer man them signal to stop it. Yeah, not as good as Bojo driver did I drive it. You understand? Because here man there now. The police say the driver disobeyed the signal. Driver, don't stop at all. You understand? And sped off and was pursued by the police. The police say a roadblock was established to intercept the vehicle. I wonder if it's tractor them use it up like roadblock, because I don't know what them could use to stop one freight line ahead. You understand? So according to the police, the occupants of the truck opened gunfire on the team, who returned fire. Hey man, yeah, they man are serious. Then, the driver reportedly used the truck to attempt to mow down cops. A TV alone miss them things upon, you know. The police say the truck subsequently crashed into a Toyota Vox motor car occupied by police personnel. Yeah? They say the driver continued his reckless attempts to escape when the truck crashed into an Isuzu motor truck, injuring its occupants. The truck reportedly then crashed into a Toyota Camry motor car and then into a perimeter fence. The police say the driver and 3 occupants of the truck attempted to escape but were accosted. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigations. And the police say a search of the truck resulted. See things them here? See the truck up here, so in a perimeter fence and thing. The driver never did, no stopping thing. So the police say a search of the truck resulted in the seizure of 170 parcels of marijuana. So the man willing to kill everybody, forget to it, you know what I mean? And thing. See? And then, in the midst of it all, the man them open fire allegedly at the police. You see what I go on now dance? You understand? And thing. Serious sound string up. Because them man ain't play it. So, good week in terms of the drug trade for the police force. In terms of putting a dent into the drug trade, you know what I mean, and thing. Oh, me never find a picture with this umbrella. You understand? So peeps, we know say the nation borders are porous. You understand? And when we in geography class, we're talking about porosity. Porosity means that whatever medium it is allows water to pass through. But when we talk about porosity in geography, we talk about it as it relates to limestone specifically. See, it can be used to refer to other things, but porosity comes in 2 ways. See? And thing. Permeability comes in 2 ways. I mean, porosity and perviosity. We know say the coastline very, very porous. You understand? Things just are trickling. See, and thing. And we're seeing a situation now where the Minister of National Security, Dr. Harris Strong himself, Zane, in a statement, suggested that approximately 200 illegal guns are entering Jamaica monthly and they are linked to the drug trade. So I could do the maths, because we can hardly clear. We have 12 months in a year. You understand? And 200 guns per month. You understand? 212 is whole heap. 24. So when I do the maths, Zane, it has say 2,000 Zane, 400 guns are coming on the island monthly in relation to the drug trade only. We're not talking about the rest of gun, that's just one part of gun thing. See, Jamaica is literally under the gun, you don't say. With some 200 illegal firearms, why am I still upon this? With some 200 illegal firearms entering the country each month, according to the National Security Minister. Dr. Harris, that is at least 2,400 illegal guns entering the country each year. And it is directly linked to the drug trade, Chang said. So one to the one them that are being purchased by lottery scammers. One to the ones that are being purchased by dons who have fled the country and are still arming factions in their communities. What about the ones them where politicians bring come here? Yeah, may I repeat that? I take out my glass. I want to look at my eyes. This is a camera I look into. What about the ones them politicians are bring come in our country? Okay. You understand? So, it is possible that this 200 might be 300, might be 400, might be 500. You understand? Finara said the meets for gun straight. That's our next one too. You understand? So, for all intents and purposes, there might be 500 guns entering the country illegally monthly. You see the dilemma where we are faced, peeps. You understand? Because the good minister is only attributing the entry of guns into the country to Alva Evans say be careful. What do you mean be careful, brother? And on a secret that me not call nobody name. Politicians bring gun come in our country. What do you mean? There's nothing to be careful about. You understand what I say? See that camera I got change our different color you know still. You see me? So me never said that man there. Me say politicians. So if one of them want to take it up on them head, them do that, brother. You understand what I say? The facts are the facts. Well, in this case, them not really so facts, sis. But you know what I say? Big up yourself still. But I'm good, man. You understand? Alright. What I say I know still is that the minister say the 200 guns, he might attribute them to the guns drug trade. But me I say there are many other players in other something here, including politicians. You understand? So if a man feel like him just name politician and want to take it up a film business. You understand? Yeah. So you know, the security minister told the House of Representatives that among those responsible for bringing in this volume of illegal weaponry into the country are the players in the narcotics network, from which US $35 million or Jamaica $4.5 billion worth of cocaine was seized the other day. We just talk about that. These are the men who bring the guns by the hundreds, Chang stated. Alright, Mr. Chang, pick up yourself. We are currently, by my intelligence, that are the Minister of Intelligence, not for me, getting up to 200 guns coming to Jamaica on a monthly basis. So intelligence will then probably say where them probably are come. As in, them termination point. You understand? See? And thing. So even when we get 100, we are not going anywhere, he added. Jamaica's maritime borders remain porous. You remember that word there? You understand? Despite efforts to bolster the capabilities of the security forces, and the revelation by the security minister is sobering, as the gun is used in roughly 80% of the average 1,200 to 1,300 murders that are recorded in a country each year. Additionally, just a fraction of the illegal guns in the hands of criminals are seized or recovered. We know that. Zin? Chang says that Zin? The security minister is aware of what must be done in order to break the back of the crime monster plaguing the country. Interesting. Zin? Who we need to catch is not the man who they use to shoot people. It is the man who is organizing this. Because what it is telling us is that operating around Jamaica now are people who have the capacity to deal with 3,000 pounds of coke. No matter about the 4.5 billion seizure. See? So they must say, right, I know they've prep them more the big fish like. See? So the more critical is that when this kind of thing is operated, we have a serious and clear threat to our society. That is a serious business enterprise. and requires the attention of the whole country and the support of the entire country working with the security forces. You understand? Can't bother read them all that, you know. But if man has about 200 guns are in the country, me I go out on a limb with me heavy self and say about 500 guns on average that enter the country every month. You understand? And it's not just the people that are involved in the drug trade that carry them come here. So me if I go out, it's a leash me there on, you know. You understand? Alright. Road cop, sound familiar? 3 get suspended sentences and fined for threatening to kill teen after they tried to extort his family over gun fine. 3 police constables who reportedly held a teenage boy with an illegal gun and threatened to kill him unless his relatives paid them $2 million have been fined and given suspended sentences. Adrian Jackson, Lucian Bryan, and Ramiro Wellington were each given a 3-year suspended prison term for perverting the course of justice and fined $250,000 each for breaches of the Corruption Prevention Act. The sentences were imposed by Justice Evan Brown in the Westmoreland Circuit Court. Seeing? The 3 cops, ranging in age from 24 to 27 years old, were also charged with kidnapping and extortion, but those charges were withdrawn by prosecutors before they pleaded guilty earlier this year. That is not even a slap on the wrist. One law enforcement officer fumed after the sentence were handed down. The 3 cops were arrested and charged arising from an incident in Hadu, Westmoreland. H-A-D-D-O, I never know some of those names. So. See, Andre saying prosecutor, him girlfriend. See, according to prosecutors, the cops were on patrol duties when they signaled a bus traveling from Montego Bay to stop. During a search, they allegedly found an illegal firearm in the bag of a male passenger, who they handcuffed and placed in the back seat of their service vehicle. The man complained to investigators that while driving around with cops, they told him they were going to kill him before inquiring what he could do for himself. That is when the man said he called his mother and the policemen demanded $2 million for his release. What happened next was like the script out of a movie. Prosecutors say the woman reported the incident to the Santa Cruz police station in St. Elizabeth, and police personnel there drove her to Westmoreland. The woman arranged to meet up with the 3 road cops in Ferris, Westmoreland, but said they quickly suspected that it was a setup and sped off, eluding their colleagues from St. Elizabeth. According to prosecutors, the road cops placed 2 knives and a pair of scissors in the man's bag, tossed the illegal gun into bushes, and told him he would be charged for the knife and he should not speak about the gun. But I try not to laugh it up. But you have to take bad things but jokes sometimes. The man was then taken to the Withorn police station, also in Westmoreland, by the road cops about 7 a.m. the following day, when his mother and the team of police personnel from St. Elizabeth showed up. They were subsequently arrested and charged. So Alexia, young police there. Ah, boy. Can you imagine that? Speaking about cops, you see? 2 cops found guilty of corruption. Just 2. 2 police officers who were accused of soliciting $100,000 from a man to prevent charges against him have been found guilty of breaching the Corruption Prevention Act of 2000. So the officers, Detective Woman Corporal Valerie McIntosh and Constable Otwani Deere, were sentenced to 9 months and 18 months imprisonment respectively when they appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court last Friday. So according to the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA, McIntosh and Dare, who were both assigned to the St. Andrew North Police Division, solicited the sum from the complainant on Sunday, January 13th, 2013, in order to forbear a charge against him for breaching his bail condition. The complainant explained to the officers that he did not have that amount to hand over. He could give them $50,000 and pay the remainder by the following evening, to which they agreed. Madman. A report was subsequently made to the anti-corruption branch, and a file prepared and submitted to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. What your office about that one of the Andre? Saying who ruled that McIntosh and Dare be charged with breaches of the Corruption Prevention Act. The two police officers have indicated that they will be appealing the sentence and have since been offered bail in the sum of $1 million with sureties. No. Yo, big up to the people that may watch the stream, and manners and respect for the people that may hail you out in the comment section. Big up on yourself. But we kind of start late, you understand? And you know, when I really do the shout out thing, really until the end of the stream. See, I need to monitor the comments still to find out some good points to bring up in our chattings. You understand? But I don't know I'm taking 5 of them. Yeah, man, them move like some yamed. But peeps, even those are two curious cases, you see? This one is even more curious. I'm gonna have more curious case if that make a word. You understand what I say? See, we see the take check in the bank. Alright, King Benji, big up yourself. Watch your now, peeps. Big up yourself, Mr. Lacrona Daily. Munchie, big up yourself in a moment. Elderly farmer blamed the crocodile for illegal gun in his possession. Yo, the crocs them out, brother. Yo, the crocs them out, man. You understand what I say? When I follow Alpha Evans, a man say share street. You understand what I say? Auntie, Zane, with my wide face. Watch out now, peeps. The farmer, the man is about 78. You understand? The man say, one gun the police find him with, I crooks them make him have it. You understand what I say? An elderly St. Elizabeth farmer who, when caught with an illegal firearm last year, told the police that he intended to use the weapon to shoot a crocodile. I want a massacre boy. That was on his farm. See? He has been fined over $1 million by a High Court judge. So watch out now, peeps. The convict, 78-year-old Trevor B. Put of Middlesex in the parish, was sentenced on Wednesday after earlier pleading guilty to illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Presiding Judge Justice Chester Stam ordered B. Pot, so them spell him name B. Put one place and B. Pot one next place, to pay a fine of $1 million or serve 3 years in prison for illegal possession of firearm. You understand? In relation to the ammunition charge, B. Pot was fined $200,000, so I suppose him supposed to pay $1.2 million. I remember guy prison. You understand? So if the fines are not paid, he is to serve 3 years behind bars. I hope he's one of them rich farmers still. Yeah, some farmer wealthy, you know. You understand? Definitely will see man say the crooks them that threaten him thing. You understand? You see? So the allegations were that during a police operation in St. Elizabeth last year, B-Pot, while on his way to his farm, was stopped and searched. The illegal firearm and ammunition were found on the elderly farmer. He is alleged to have told officers that the firearm was intended to be used to shoot a crocodile that was on his farm. He was subsequently arrested and charged. Any other farm out there, see, will have crocodile on them farm. You don't call NEPA for me now, please and thanks. Zane, Miss Janet Bird, The man need for call NEPA. Where beat. If he want to shoot him get a licensed gunman. I said the crook is real. Yo, the genius said, damn, leave the man alone. He might go shoot the crooks. Where I try to start him. See? Antig. You see me I say? Hold on the peeps. Oh, Miss Bernadette George, you're faster than me, man. Yeah, so I say, big up yourself. That's what I make me tell you, Yo, as a teacher, we don't make mistake, We know youth in my class. Me need to focus, so. That's why I want my camera, brother. You understand? I'm right now with camera. Oh, see me, you look more focused, so. I've been on a light. You understand? I go back over here, so. I look like I'm on beauty mode. Focus. Yeah. Yeah, peeps. Big up to the farmers, them. We work hard. You understand? And if you don't have crocodile on the farm, you call NEPA. Please and thanks. See, NEPA no charge and Picala, son. They just come remove the animal. You understand? Yeah. And thing. So, peeps. The other day, one brother with them charge for scamming, about 14 counts of scamming, him get 4 years with each one. And it add up to well, a whole heap of counts, 114. It add up to 400 years in prison. You understand? And you know, subsequently I saw an article addressing that ruling. Said the judge an idiot. How you forgive a man who involved in one little scamming thing 400 years. And you have man who kill portion of people a serve local in no time. That's an interesting point. You understand? And thing. Plus him they have jail already a serve time for one next incident. See? And thing. So I don't know. Man gets 8 life sentences. The riot general said somebody must call NEPA about the House of Parliament. Yo, big up yourself, brother. Big up yourself. Move on. So as me I say now, one number man, gets 8 life sentences. He must serve 66.5 years before being eligible for parole. His name is Kemar Thompson. Normally Williams the name, who shot and killed several people in separate incidents over 3 months. Zane, he has been given 8 life sentences and must serve a total of 66.5 years before being eligible for parole, as me just telling him. So Thompson, who was charged with 8 counts of murder, illegal possession of firearm, and robbery with aggravation, was sentenced in the Home Circuit Court on Tuesday by Justice Lorna Shelley Williams. Yes, 8. Zane, Thompson, who was 24 years old at the time of the commission of the offences, had previously pleaded guilty. And that saved him. An eyewitness told the court that on August 14, 2014, at approximately 6:57 a.m., she saw Thompson and the deceased, later identified as Carlton Blake, in the middle of the road in Pineapple Lane, Bogwalk, St. Catherine. She said Thompson pulled a firearm from his waistband and shot Blake. Witness, do the thing, brave. You understand? And thing. In the second incident, the court heard that Thompson, along with accomplices, went to the Bowerswood Main Road in Gibraltar, St. Catherine on October the 12th, 2014, and robbed Courtney Coburn, Craig Harris, and Carlton Scott. The men were on their way in a motor vehicle, Zane, with $1.5 million to a China Harbor engineering company site where they were set up on. All 3 were shot and killed by Thompson, and the money taken from the car by the accused accomplice. Kirkfoot, a passerby who stopped to inquire what was happening, was also killed by Thompson after he was ordered out of his vehicle by the then accused. Days later, on October 22nd, 2014, at approximately 9 a.m. in Pineapple Lane, Bogwalk, St. Catherine, an eyewitness stated that she was at her home when she went out to her gate and saw Thompson, dressed in a black hoodie shirt, chasing two men. The eyewitness stated that while he was running, the portion of hoodie that covered his head blew off, revealing his identity. Thompson ran into a yard, after which explosions were heard. The eyewitness then walked to where she had heard the explosions and saw two men lying on the ground, who were later identified as Norman Nolan and Patrick Cummins. I could ask them him did killing next man them with earlier. Shortly thereafter, in the same area, explosions were heard and another man by the name of Matty Taylor was found dead in the vicinity of Pineapple Lane in St. Catherine. Then, following investigations by the police, Thompson was arrested. When apprehended, he gave a caution statement confessing to all 8 murders, which were committed with an illegal firearm. At the sentencing hearing, Thompson's attorney, Ernest Davis, urged the court to hand down a light sentence, having regard to the age of the accused, the fact that he pleaded guilty, that he accepted responsibility for his actions, and that he was remorseful. In response, Justice Shelley Williams commended Thompson's action, condemned Thompson's action. He was sentenced to life imprisonment with 17 years and 7 months before parole in relation to the first murder. For the second incident, Thompson was sentenced to life imprisonment on 4 counts and 10 years imprisonment each on 2 other counts. He was ordered to serve a total of 40 years before being eligible for parole. In relation to the third murder, Thompson was sentenced to life imprisonment on 3 counts and will not be eligible for parole until he has served a total of 26 years and 7 months. The sentence is handed down in relation to the first and 3 murders. Will run concurrently, while the sentence is handed down and the second murder are to run consecutively with the others. So, ah boy. I have one story, so I know I'm going to bring up one particular case. See? So the man killed 8 people in about 8 days, 3 months them say still. See? Them say him the young, he was 24. You understand what I say? Black love, big up yourself in a family. You know, we appreciate that something, you know, blessings every time. You understand? Man gets 6-year prison sentence for a double killing. A St. Catherine man who stabbed an elderly woman and her son to death has been sentenced to 6 years in prison for the double killing. Go and watch it comment them. Jeffrey Campbell, 43 years old, was sentenced in the St. Catherine Circuit Court last Thursday by Justice Corencia Brown Beckford. A week earlier, Campbell, and this is why him get 6 years, which is still too few. Zane? Campbell pleaded guilty to 2 counts of manslaughter in relation to the deaths of Winifred Williams, an 80-year-old returning resident, and her son, Michael Williams, 58 years old, at their Linstead St. Catherine home in November of 2013. Prosecutors had a caution statement that Campbell gave investigators detailing how he used a knife to kill the elderly woman before turning to her son after they refused to pay him the agreed sum for repair work he had done on their home. Brown Beckford, in explaining the sentence, said She started at 18 years at hard labor, adding 3 years to the usual 15-year term because there were 2 victims. The manner in which they were killed and the fact that several household items were stolen. But the judge indicated that she gave Campbell a 35% discount at shop of 6.3 years for his earlier guilty plea and shaved off the 5 years and 7 months he spent in custody awaiting trial. So he basically get one 11 and 12 years discount. No, DeAndre Small gonna rush me, I know. Jamaica's chief prosecutor, Paula Llewellyn, said that the guilty plea to manslaughter was accepted because there was legal provocation. Llewellyn declined to comment on the sentence but pointed out that in Jamaica's judicial system, prosecutors are not allowed to address the court during sentencing and do not have the right of appeal. Unlike defense attorneys who do not have the right to address the court to urge certain aspects of the victim's story, we can only outline the facts and indicate where we accept a plea, she said. We are in a straitjacket, said Llewellyn. Among the evidence prosecutors had in their possession were the results of 2 post-mortem examinations. According to one report, Michael was stabbed 12 times, including 7 times to the neck, while Winifred died from 3 stab wounds to the neck. Campbell told investigators that Williams contracted him to repair the kitchen at her home, but refused to pay him after he completed the task. In the caution statement Campbell gave investigators, he said that the elderly woman insisted that she would rather die before she paid him the money he demanded. He admitted to holding the weapon at Winifred's throat before he found himself pushing the knife into her neck. Campbell acknowledged too that when Michael told him he had no money to pay him, he got more and more angry and stabbed him. The police report that Michael was found with his hand and feet bound by electric wire. Whoa. There just a follower do some time myself. You see the thing, and we have had this discussion here before. You see this plea guilty something and this plea bargain thing, it have its place in the justice system. But I am also of the opinion that some people are supposed to get the opportunity for plea guilty. Well, you can plead guilty, but you don't forget no plea deal. If you get what me I say. You feel me? A life the man forget. Man not go around no corner. His life him forget. If the people them make him do work and them not pay him them wrong. But you carry them go to court, brother. Because if you read Madlo one whole kitchen, I assume that there must have been some contractual agreement and arrangement. You can't go fix people kitchen and not sign no right down on paper. You understand? And as bad as the courts are in Jamaica, then many persons have had successes in the courts in this country. You understand what I say? 80-year-old woman, the man killing a family. 80-year-old woman. So yes, I understand, say, within any judicial system, in a democratic country at that, there is a need for plea deals to be available in the dispensation of justice. Yeah? but those should be given after careful consideration to each case and each person involved. It can't be a situation where a man just go and come on the plea day, Zane him plead guilty and know say I get a slap on the wrist. For example, one case of my soon come one undertaker kill him girlfriend, one teacher. Him turning himself. I can't tell you what happen. He might go plead guilty and he might get about 7 years. And him do 3.5 and walk. Zane? So yes, we need plea bargains in the justice system. But plea bargains should be retained for cases where people actually deserve to get a plea bargain. It can't be a wholesale thing. I can't agree with that. Because this man should not have been given any cut deal, brother. Even the brother who killed the 8 people, they may not get no cut deal. You understand what I say? Speaking about people who plead guilty, you know. I was supposed to cover this story, but I have been looking for a picture of this man and I didn't really find none where I'm sure say I him. Pastor pleads guilty to sex crimes against 12-year-old. And again, the DPP has sought to explain why the rape charge was dropped. Zane, the Kingston pastor who reportedly had sex with a then 12-year-old girl whom he impregnated was never indicted for rape, says Chief Prosecutor Paula Llewellyn. Zane, Ninja no get no deal because Ninja no plead guilty. The man say I'm not guilty, so you get cut deal and you not plead guilty. It's only people who plead guilty get cut deal, Mr. Alex. You have to say, I do it. I'm guilty. And then, based on the laws and the books, then the judge at sentencing will take that into consideration. But if you not plead guilty, then nothing can go on for you. I said this already, I'm going to say it again. Based on my analysis and observation, and as a teacher, Zane, I am into trends. Zane, like I'll sit down and assess all CXC geography paper for a 10-year period. And in that 10-year period, whether it is the paper 1 or paper 2, you will see trends emerging. So I am into trends. And one of the trends when I kind of assess is I start a YouTube thing here and I cover pastors and things. I have come to the conclusion that these men in the church, you see, if the child, whether male or female, passes the age of 15, them don't want them. May I say it again? It's something with my job. Just like when my job say, yo, the name thing is a problem. See, I'm working on a video about names. May I start with the pen names them first. When I get round to it, may I work on it. I see a particular situation one at the time when one pastor apparently did that with a mother early out, then didn't know what go on. Then he moved on to her daughter before she reached 16, and when she reached 16, him stop and move on to one where I did 14, 15. Yeah, sir? So in my opinion, let me draw it up. From the girl them pass 15, the pastor them not interested. You see it? Watch it now. And you know a sad thing about a pastor thing too. Many pastors are having sexual relations with many choir members. Male and female. It's sad reality that. And many pastors married. See? So why is there a need, you know? Boy, I don't know. Watch ya. Make some curious things in that little story. Watch you ride. Careful I writing too. You understand? Further, Llewellyn disclosed that her office did not have sufficient evidence to mount a viable case against Kenneth Blake, pastor of the Harvest Temple Apostolic Church, for the offense of forcible abduction. The ingredient that comprised forcible abduction was not made out, so it was not charged on indictment. Blake, 56 years old, was arrested by detectives from the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse in August of 2017 and charged with rape, forcible abduction, grievous sexual assault, having sex with a person under 16 years old, and sexual touching. He spent nearly 2 years denying the accusations until I think Monday, when he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of having sex with a person under 16 years old and 1 count of sexual touching in the Home Circuit Court. He is to be sentenced on October the 18th and has been remanded. His then 12-year-old victim, what kind of victim? Try unstoppable. The DPP never put with the body, brother. And the DPP wasn't even the lead prosecutor at the time. See, the judge put with the man, not the DPP. So, fix the statement. See? Blake, 56 years old, was arrested by detectives from the Center for... Miss read that already? Yeah. Alright, watch out now. So, his 12-year-old victim at the time was, and listen to this now, peeps. The child, not a girl, you know, the child is the daughter of one of his parishioners to whom he was engaged to be married. So in layman term, the little child was his stepdaughter because him and her mother did there. On the job the maths, I open half follow you know. So the little girl was in essence his stepdaughter because him and the girl mother did engage. The now 15-year-old gave birth to a boy on November the 30th, 2017. But following the guilty plea, there were questions about the decision taken by prosecutors to omit the rape charge. Llewellyn, the director of public prosecutions, explained that the offense of having sex with a person under 16 is easier to prove, as consent would not be an issue. In addition, she pointed to the Sexual Offences Act, which provides a penalty of life in prison where an adult in authority is convicted for the offense. If the situation presented is borderline, you find that when you are dealing with a child, the ingredients are easier to prove. She reasoned. I know enough people don't want to hear about this still. See? Miss Evelyn Brown says she's not hearing me. Somebody type Miss Evelyn Brown there for me now. Tell her I say Miss Evelyn Brown. Zane. I mean ask. Oh, I can't do it as well. Somebody type Miss Evelyn Brown and tell her if you restart her device for me. So watch her now. It was first reported that Blake was arrested and charged after the teen gave investigators a detailed statement in which she complained that Blake had sex with her at his St. Andrew home when she was just 12 years old. She told investigators that Blake first had sex with her in 2015. That, she said, happened after the clergyman gave her older sister. Yeah, what kind of sister? Older sister. Money to go downtown to buy some things. I don't know what him saying I go buy. Before forcing himself onto her. If you force yourself onto her, it's rape, family. Following this, according to her account, he began giving her gifts to keep quiet about their sexual encounters. However, everything came to light in August of 2017 after she discovered that she was pregnant and confessed to her mother. But Blake denied the accusations, even after not one but 2 DNA tests found that there was a 99.9% chance he could not be excluded as the father. The second test was done at a private institution chosen by Blake himself. After he complained that the first test, conducted at the government forensic laboratory, was tainted, he insisted in court that the accusations against him were part of an extortion attempt by the child's mother and volunteered to do the first DNA test. So the man, basically, I said the woman when engaged she married to, I try to extort him by saying him breed her daughter. Pastor. Yes, religion is a hell of a thing. When you have men like these who are claiming to be messengers of God. You follow me, I say? Yo. The man say after the first DNA test though, him not accept that because it's a government lab it though. Him want a different lab. 12-year-old and a brother. See it? So, him plead guilty, so you know he might get reduction in sentence. Make we see it. That brother here, back here, so you know. This man is the man that was arrested for the serial rape episode in Portmore, St. Catherine. See? Them been a charge him with some other things up to now. House breaking and stabbing up one woman and them something there. But you are going to dance, you know. DNA results link a suspect in custody to rape in Portmore. DNA results are good results. Detectives attached to the Greater Portmore Police Criminal Investigations Branch are reporting that they have received DNA results linking 27-year-old Chadane Harris to one of the sexual attacks in the municipality. The suspected serial rapist was picked up in June during a manhunt by the police. The DNA results submitted last week reportedly link Mr. Harris to the rape of a 14-year-old girl. He was charged on Wednesday afternoon for the offense following questioning by the CIB detectives. This was confirmed by his attorney, Vincent Wellesley. Mr. Wellesley said his client had been charged with rape, burglary, and 2 counts of larceny. Investigators reported that about 2:30 a.m. on January 26, Mr. Harris broke into a house in Greater Portmore where he sexually assaulted the teenager. May I interpret this if it suggests say the teenager was home alone at 2:30 a.m. on January 26. Why? 14-year-old. There's a few questions that we may like to ask. The lawyer said investigators told him they were awaiting the results of other DNA tests, Investigators suspect that since last November, Mr. Harris invaded the homes of mostly single women and assaulted them at knife point. I am sure the 14-year-old is not a single woman. It's a child where the parents them did dead. More than a dozen women were raped. Mr. Harris has been charged with several counts of burglary and house break-ins. Investigators say they found his fingerprints at the scene of some of the home invasions after using his previous criminal record to match the prints. Investigators say on May 8th, he broke into the home of a bank employee and stabbed her several times during a tussle. The woman was hospitalized for 4 days. So I hope all 12 DNA tests come back positive. Zane. And as I say, I kind of have a portion, a picture of this brother here. Zane. And the only reason why I don't do a video yet is because apart from that picture here, the police they don't post no more. If the police them post one, where him look like a picture them with me have the video I go do it next minute. You understand? Hey man, them if go a man and allow little pitney them and the woman them. Brother, let me take all off my glass, God, that one hurt me. Yo. Right now I think that Jamaica. You don't even have to really to look at a woman these days. You understand? Because the woman them enough. See? Because you are going with the man thing I had, you know. Who not dead, runway, or fly out. You understand? So who police are look for run up and down in a bush? Who not kill them one another, gone somewhere else? And half the rest of them will leave here. Them not into women. You understand? And then, on the next side, then you have some of them where non ambition can't have a woman nothing. So, the woman them right now, lonely like. See? Right now, if your brother did go to Portmore Mall and just stand up, one woman go and look him. Right now, if a man did grow on a back road, see? In good as even if I have to pay. Me say things slow around them, I don't know what it is. You understand? Then, based on my information, this brother here is a fitness instructor. Thick so. You understand? I wouldn't really admire the male gender. But it's not an ugly fellow if the picture that me have is him. So, the man have so much of work for him in the girl thing. I don't know how come this man walk around and rape about 14-year-old. This man could have get 14 girl by not doing nothing. Eh? It's life him forget to. You understand? And I hope say the same rape them when rape people girl pitney a road. He is subjected to that along the line. Yeah, some man went into that. You understand? This man I need to look at woman, brother. And the man I walk around and rape people, girl pitney. Come cakes, how are you? I haven't seen in a long time. You need to sort out yourself, miss. You understand? Man, go here, man. I want to give man bad name in a youth. That me I tell you nothing, you know. You see? So, peeps. Spanish Town. Portion of things are going out there like. See? Tension over recent double murders of women in Spanish Town. Yeah, double murder of who? Women. So, is it that we have beat them up? We are kidnap them. We are chop them up. We are rape them. And we are stab them up. Wrong stab up. Uh-huh. Residents in sections of Spanish Town and surrounding areas of St. Catherine are again calling on the police to increase their presence, following the latest sets of attacks on the community, especially women, over the last 2 weeks. The residents cited that in little over 8 days, 4 women were murdered in 2 separate attacks. But despite the unusual killings, they have not been seen any additional systems being put in place to offer public reassurance. Right now, people in fear. In less than 2 weeks, 2 double murder with females. And we're not hearing no alarm raise. That not sound good, said a woman who spoke to the media. Eh? Others had more or less to say, but all with the fear factor heavily indexed in their minds. The latest killings took place on last Sunday, with 2 women whose sources said were believed to be mother and daughter being the victims. The deceased in that case were identified as 37-year-old Winsome Williams and 23-year-old Daniela Carnegie, otherwise called Bun, whose sources claim to have been the daughter. The police said while they received information about the family connection of the 2 murder victims, they are yet to confirm the claim. So reports are that about 9 p.m., the 2 were at home in Elton Park, St. Catherine. Elton Park, Spanish Town, really. When a group of men went to the premises and opened gunfire, hitting them both several times. So the police were called and the 2 victims were rushed to hospital where they were pronounced dead. And the killings left residents in the area on edge. The Sunday before, the bodies of 2 other women were found at a premises on Bonanza Crescent on the outskirts of Spanish Town. The deceased in that attack were identified as 28-year-old Alexine Rodney, otherwise called Sasha, from Bonanza Crescent, and the other only as Alea. So reports are that the decomposing body of the 2 were found with gunshot wounds and their throats slashed. The Spanish Town police reported that last Sunday afternoon, residents living in the community reportedly smelled a foul odor coming from the premises and went to investigate. Upon carrying out a search of the house, they stumbled upon the decomposing bodies of the women, along with a toddler who was alive and had been unattended to for an estimated 2 days. The residents summoned the police. So on the arrival of the police, the scene was processed and the bodies removed to the morgue, and the child was taken into state care for immediate medical treatment. And there are no indications that the 2 sets of double murder against women were linked. But the unusual attacks have definitely created high tensions in Spanish Town and its environs. 4 women, 2 Sundays apart, eh? Speaking about women. Ah, boy. Speaking about women. Another female teacher, this time in Portland, has been murdered. Her boyfriend was the main suspect. We soon talk about him. See the Empress there and see the brother there. So the brother was apprehended, was arrested, I think, yesterday. So the suspect in relation to the murder of 29-year-old Shebian preparatory school teacher Lotoya Hill, otherwise called Trish, of David Lane in Port Antonio. The suspect has been held. The suspect was her boyfriend and undertaker, no less, was arrested when a friend would have handed him over to the police in Kingston. He was immediately transferred to Portland, where he remains in custody. He is to be questioned next week by investigators. So reports are that on Tuesday morning, about 3 a.m., residents heard the female crying out, "Say no, kill me," and there are suggestions that the argument would have been going on for some 3 to 4 hours, but nobody intervened. Reports also that the couple had been living in the area for only a short period of time, so I guess they weren't well known by neighbors. Zane, but apparently neighbors could have heard what was happening for about 3 hours to 4 hours, because, boy, I don't know, yeah, for approximately 4 hours. Then them hear the lady a ball out, so no, kill me. Zane, initial reports are that shortly after, the man was seen trying to place the girl's body that he was dragging along the roadway in his car, but subsequent attempts to do so failed. He was then challenged by residents, and he jumped in the car and drove away, leaving the teacher's body laying on the roadway, apparently with a wound to her forehead. Her head was covered by a clear plastic bag. Reports also suggest that her waist and her thigh was tied by a pink plastic bag. I do not know what was the significance or importance of that. Traces of blood were found inside the residence, inside the bathroom and the bedroom. Yeah, Mr. Undertaker, take a young lady's life, ain't it? I don't know. Oh, forget to use a thing here. So he's now in police custody. Him reach a town. Him friend can go to police station. Friend, big up yourself. Hold yourself. Yeah. So that I suppose that he will simply plead guilty and be given a reduced sentence, and not murder charge but manslaughter charge. Wait for it. Watch his space. Promise you say I saw it gonna work out. I don't know what would have led to the dispute, Zane, but whatever led to the dispute, him shouldn't kill the girl, brother. You understand what I say? Zane. Recording artist and producer both shot dead in Ocho Rios. So popular St. Ann recording artist, Chipstar, and a record producer were shot dead by gunmen in the Pineapple area of Ocho Rios, St. Ann, on Thursday morning. The artist is actually the nephew of a viewer on the channel. I don't think the person is in the stream at the moment though. Yeah. Chipstar, whose real name is Alwyn Moncrief, was a 26-year-old resident of Main Street in Ocho Rios. The other deceased man has been identified as Marlon Speed, otherwise called Jablax Laka, of Cotton Tree in Ocho Rios. Some details surrounding the double murder remain sketchy. Zane? However, information is that sometime after 3 a.m., several persons, including Moncrief and Speed, were at a shop when an armed man entered. He allegedly opened gunfire, hitting both men before escaping. Apparently, a them him go for. Zane, the 2 wounded men were assisted to the hospital, where Speed was pronounced dead on arrival. Moncrief later succumbed to his injuries while undergoing treatment. And the deaths of the artist and the producer has rocked the musical fraternity in the North Coast Parish and dampened emancipation the activities for those who knew the 2 men. So, I wanna know. You understand? Things that are weird, brother. You see, things that are weird. And thing. Disabled businessman. You know, I have a picture. I'm going to remember for you. Sort it out. Disabled business. You know what kind of businessman, peeps? Disabled businessman. Shot dead in Negril. So the Westmoreland police are probing the murder of a popular disabled businessman in the parish who was shot and killed by a yet unknown gunman at his home in Negril on Wednesday night. The deceased has been identified as 45-year-old car mart operator Steve Telwell of Norman Manley Boulevard in Negril. Yeah, son, but you see, me not really choosing news in Adelaide. That's what I think, the brother. You see me? Zane, police reports are that shortly after 7 p.m., Telwell drove home and was being assisted from the vehicle when he was pounced upon by a gunman. Telwell and another man were shot during the attack. They were taken to hospital where Telwell, who had been shot multiple times, was pronounced dead. So the condition of the other man is not known. Well, me don't know it. Zane, and no motive has yet been established for the killing and thing. Woman's mutilated body found in Savage Pen, St. Andrew. And before I go any further, you know me I got address. Me I got address the Savage Pen situation. Why in the hell? Apparently, him have some form of disability. This. I'm not sure. I'm not get that information there. Zane, why in the hell we have a place in the country named Savage Pen? We know what savage mean. We know the connotation of pen. And I've said this before. Some of the most volatile places in this country are places where pen in them name. Zane, what you think are going to happen to the psyche of people who live a savage pen? It's like you have caged animals. I mean, ask everybody up a savage pen. You understand like that? As a matter of fact, I never did even know so one place named Savage Pen before now, in all honesty. And now I tell you no lie. You feel what I say? I never know so one place it named so. But what you think are going to happen to the psyche of men from Savage Lane, Savage Pen, in St. Andrew? Eh? You think they're going to be deacon and choir boy? You think they're going to be pastor? Eh? Ah, boy. Same thing again. I don't see me there talk, me there search something in the meantime, you know, I can't find it. Dinner share, dumpling and mackerel. But me go find it, you know. I soon come back to the Savage Pen thing. I still I give thanks, cause something at the pot still. The work not easy. Tomorrow we come back still. Me pen RBB. Cause the youth them have to eat. And at the same thing again. Savage Pen. Yeah, this me I look for. Alright, so I know exactly where to find this. Alright, yeah. Soon come back to that. Alright, peeps. Woman's mutilated body found in Savage Pen, St. Andrew. So the mutilated body of a woman was found in the district of Savage Pen in St. Andrew on Saturday morning, August the 3rd. She has not yet been identified. So the police reported that about 10 a.m., residents stumbled on the body and summoned personnel from the Gordontown police station. When the cops arrived on the scene, they found the woman's body with several chop wounds. Savage. The police said preliminary investigations point to the murder as having likely occurred as early as August the 1st. That's all the information we have. Auntie. See? Auntie. Even Christian Pen, brother. From Pen in there look something wrong. A lot of places named Pen where not as bad as others, but some of them, bruh. Toys Pen, Demsha Pen, Lakes Pen, March Pen, May Pen, Grants Pen. Scar tell us more time in Mushim could have fly got Mars on a spaceship. But mankind are gonna come there with the same shit. Can't fight it. Ah boy. No major breakthrough in Maypen robbery. Detainees in hostage standoff has been released. 2 months after gunmen shot 2 policemen and held business operators hostage in a daring mid-morning heist in Maypen, Clarendon. You know what kind of pen? Maypen, Clarendon. Senior police investigators say they have made no major breakthrough in their probe. At least 6 heavily armed gangsters remain on the run after barging into a supermarket before engaging cops in a heated gun battle, using the operators of the supermarket as human shields to make their escape from cops. A constable who was shot in the face and a sergeant in the abdomen and groin as the gunmen made off with an estimated $3 million, mobile phones and other valuables valued at approximately $200,000. I think they will take over and car too. See? Days after the incident and after much tough talking by the National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang and the Clarendon Police Divisional Command, investigators announced that 3 suspects had been arrested for the shooting. However, it can be confirmed that the men have since been released. There was not enough to hold them, said Deputy Superintendent Christopher Brown, Head of Investigations for the Area 3 Police, which comprises Clarendon, St. Elizabeth and Manchester. Brown could not immediately say when the suspects were let go or whether they were being investigated for other crimes in the parish. He noted, however, that investigators have been employing a slew of strategies to ensure that the trail for those responsible for the heist does not go cold. Since the incident, a shotgun, 3 M16 magazines, a 9mm magazine, multiple spent shells, along with almost $500,000 have been recovered. But Brown declined to say what leads have been presented from ballistic investigations. The team remains committed and wishes to reassure the public, that we are exploring and seizing all opportunities to ensure we bring this matter to a successful closure, he said. In recent weeks, the team has recovered 6 stolen vehicles, several illegal guns, and in excess of 500 assorted rounds of ammunition. Zane, anting. I can't bother with no more of this article. I want justice. You understand? Clarendon crime figures since January 1 to the 30th of June. 70 murders, 55 shootings, 32 robberies. Well, so I don't know what to tell you. So peeps, I'm ready now. I'm ready for some people. You understand? When I say me show up, they say no problem in our dance. You see it? I have sat and I have bided my time and I have observed, I have listened, I have watched, I have read. Zane, I have been prompted by a number of persons teach how you not talk about Cockpit Country, teach what I go on, the government buy out. But they don't really say that, but I know some money, you know. You understand? But the reality is that at the time that persons were asking me to address it, I was not as familiar with the situation as I ought to have been. I had not spent enough time reading, researching the situation. I am in a position now where I can accurately assess the situation facing the Cockpit Country. The government, led by Prime Minister Andrew Holness and one Robert Bobby Montague has been vehemently and vociferously at every chance they get stating, declaring that there will be no bauxite mining taking place in designated protected areas of the Cockpit Country. But therein lies the first problem. As far as I am concerned, the entire Cockpit Country should be a designated protected area. Simply because of the geological, ecological, biological, and cultural importance of the Cockpit Country. Real life stories, big up yourself. Zane, but me all say me can done up myself and put myself in one little corner down here. So hold on there. Boom. What happened to me? Come here, teacher. Boom. Boom. Hold on, I don't want myself on the whole eye screen. Picture in picture. I want run. Boom. So why am I not change on so? No, I do not want that. That camera then not work. I'll move this go further so I can have better access to it. See, I probably only can do that when I share my screen, I look like. But I'm supposed to can do it now, you know. I need to spend more time with that software, you know. Because I don't want to take myself off of the screen. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not top try till I get to, you know. Alright. Oh, I know what to do, you know. Fool. Don't do that. Hold on the peeps. See? Me are going in full real estate this evening. Boom. Oh. Hey, no. That's not what we want. We need to carry teach. It don't happen, peeps. It don't happen. Enough things happen this evening. I don't know why. See? I don't know why. But alright, I come over. I didn't want to carry myself go down here and I screen, so I have everything. I need to show you some things. Right? So watch what I go on now. Just an overview. I would have done a video, Zane, in relation to the Cockpit Country. But for some of the persons them who not watch the video yet, we don't need to go watch it. We need to watch time. So in light of public concerns regarding mining in the Cockpit Country, see, a little bit of background on the area. The area is rich in biodiversity, having 37 of Jamaica's 60 species of amphibians. Amphibians are animals that can survive on land and in water. And reptiles. 37 of 60 species in a peeps. Living like Cockpit Country, you know. Alright. And of the 106 vascular plant species found there, 101 are endemic to the area. You know, find them nowhere else in our country. The Cockpit Country is also known for its karst limestone landscape. And karst limestone landscape developed over thousands of years as carbonation and solution act on limestone, creating depressions and all sort of things. So over time, the landscape is made up of a series of anticlines and synclines. Depressions are holes and areas of elevations, sinkholes, limestone pavements, glens, dry valleys, the works. See? And then now you're going to also have carbonation and solution affecting underground, because limestone are permeable rocks, means they allow water to pass through. So limestone permeable in two ways. It's either the porous or pervious. Yeah? So underground you're going to have cave swarming and you know the whole cave ecosystem stalactites, stalagmites, rock pillars, flowstone, drapes, rimstone, the works. You understand what I say? Small geolist that's right there, so. Also, apart from the karst limestone landscape, and on the surface, you have dolines and pulges as well as our uvalas and them things here. It is also responsible for 40% of the island's surface water. Watch you now. Some more background. On April the 1st, 2004, which April the 1st is ironically celebrated as All Fools Day in Jamaica. Funny. The People's National Party administration of the day issued a 26-year SML, special, I keep on saying special, when I listen to the video about me, I say, but teach, you ain't got school, brother? Special mining lease to Noranda JA Bauxite Partners. Now, very quickly after that, word emerged that the company was prospecting the Cockpit Country as a possible mine location. What you saying to me? Eh? Alright. Since then, I'm basically use a script for the video, and the script to the video was original. I'm not getting out, I'm sitting and writing myself. Many stakeholder groups have voiced their concerns, and in some instances, protested publicly against any proposed mining in the Cockpit Country. Yeah? Now, as a result, successive governments have sought to justify mining in the area with the establishment of the CCPA, the Cockpit Country Protection Area. I'm going to drop this in here so you can see. That's why I didn't want to come off our screen, you know. But I don't know why I not get to do that. See? So I'm going to come across here so you can see what I go on. So you can hear me, you know. I can turn the mic. When I hear me, testing 1, 2, 3. So part of St. James, part of Trelawney, part of St. Anne, part of St. Elizabeth, part of Manchester. You so much parish. The Cockpit Country span family. You understand what I say? Alright. All the area where you are seeing a green here, so, is the area that has been designated by the government of Jamaica as the Cockpit Country Protected Area. But I'm going to show you one next map. See? This map shows that many areas that have been traditionally accepted as part of the Cockpit Country has not been incorporated or included in the government protected area, including places here, so you see places like Alps and Ulster Spring and Wat Town and Wait a Bit. Them the place there in Stewart Town and Magati. Them the place in the new protected Cockpit Country area, you know. And from I was born growing up, I have been hearing about places like Alps and them places. Knowing say those places are part of the Cockpit Country. I brought my students for a field trip to the Printed Pattern Cave in Trelawney about 2 or 3 years ago. Seeing, and to reach there, you have to go through Alps and them places there. So it is common knowledge that them places here, Alps and Ultra Spring and Albertown and Wait a Bit and the whole of them places there. Brian Castle and Gibraltar and Stewart Town and Magati and Sawyers are all communities that make up the established Cockpit Country. However, if you look upon the area protected now, you see where you see SML 173 and 172, those are the places where wait a bit, where Alps and them place the day, you know. So them community they in it. Let me drop one next diagram too, because we follow them. Zane, look on this picture right here. So you see the black dots, those lines demarcate the boundary that has been suggested by the Cockpit Country stakeholder group, who say this the Cockpit Country boundary really there. And you realize upon that diagram, you know, all of them places there, Alps, Stewart Town, Gibraltar, Brian's Castle, Wait a Bit, all of them places there, Ulster Spring, are a part of the Cockpit Country. Me know if you don't follow me, I don't want to lose you know. Zin, so you know, a lot of people has gone in the Cockpit Country, UWE, the Forestry Department, all sort of people, and every group has created one place to themselves. Zin, me bring up this so I can tell you who the people them. Hold on there. Who the guys them. So you have the UWE boundary is the red boundary. So that's where UWE say the Cockpit Country is. So you will left around town, go down to Chile and go tell people where Cockpit Country is. Alright? You have the botanical boundary in a pink. You have the forestry reserve in a green, lime green. You have one next one in a blue. The Engar Cockpit Country. Adan, me don't understand that part there. But the one I'm interested in are the one in a black. The people them were born and grown in a Cockpit Country. Say Walla Bogue and Balaclava and them place there. And Laurie Mears and Coffee Ridge and Anian Town. All of them place there in a Cockpit Country. The government say, oh no. The government say, this are the Cockpit Country protected area. See it there? That little green something there. You see where the problem lies now? No, this is the issue. Zane, the issue is, look at SML 172. Make sure you can see it here, so. And 165. Those are the two areas we are focused on right now. Let me see if I can find one diagram where it's clear upon it. Alright. So see cockpit, the green area where them say the Cockpit Country protected area. See SML means special mining license. So you have special mining license would have been granted for sector 172 and sector 165. Now look at the proximity and 173 is of importance also. Them claims that the mining now go on there, so, but we don't trust people. Alright. Look how close sector 172 and 165 is to the area, the local area where them designated as a Cockpit Country. Them say 74,000 hectares. Zin? No. Common sense. Them say common sense is not common anymore. Common sense, and I did a plan for the one stream just specifically about this, you know. Common sense would suggest to me that if you mine in sector 172 and sector 165, based on their proximity to the Cockpit Country protected area where UNO say protected, based on the geology of the rocks, which are permeable rocks, it simply means that underground water supply may become contaminated. It simply means that mining at 172 and 165 will significantly impact the geological, the biological, the hydrological, and the ecological environment of the Cockpit Country. Common sense that name. You don't need figure school to know that. A simple maths that. You understand what I say? So, who in the first place thought it cute to grant Noranda license for prospect and potentially mine the Cockpit Country? You say anybody who do that is a imbecile. Now remember, the lease was made public in 2004, April the 1st. All Fool's Day, Tom's Fool Day. You know them fool every day at Jamaica. It's not just April the 1st. So mark you, mining will happen. Zane? However, how the hell can you think it wise to allow mining in the Cockpit Country? Not only that, I saw the Cabinet Secretary, Zane, and Senator Robert Nesta Morgan. He had a thread about the Cockpit Country on Twitter recently. Zane, and he made a few statements that are so profound, me not even know if he realize what he really say. In one of the statements, him say, Let me find it, because I have it, you know. Him say, some did not know that the only established boundary of the cockpit country is what the government of Jamaica defined as the cockpit country protected area. May I read it again? The senator said, some did not know that the only established boundary of the cockpit country is what the government of Jamaica defined as the cockpit country protected area. That little area in a green, I'm showing it so you can see it. That little area there. See? So then now, basically what that statement is saying is that all along we talk about cockpit country, we chat off a mouth. Because the only protected area where them recognize is what the government established as the CCPA. So this a diagram now, Zane. This a diagram. I think they might take long for loading. Every time I talk about government, I think they take long for loading. You see? Just people here. That black line now, where the people that are born and grow in a cockpit country, I say a cockpit country, then say them for go with that is basically that they must say. Because they must say the only line them recognize, you see, is for them green line. You know, the green line upon this, but the one that I shown before. You understand what I say? Then now, the other statement were really and truly hammer home in my head. He said, every group, basically before him said this, so let me go into the context. Him said the information has been there, but some people not willing to go look the information, but them willing to criticize. He said, every group, whether it is UE, whether it is a forestry department, whether it is the cockpit country stakeholders group, or the government, every group defines it, which is the boundary, in their own way, for their own purposes. Just like how the government has defined it in a them own way, for them own purposes, simply to make some money out of mining bauxite, while destroying the most delicate ecological zone in the country. I want to see how long I sit down and load a cockpit country, because me bide my time. And Mike, you know, if you watch the video, you know, I definitively stated in that video, I am not against development, Zane, but as a teacher of geography and as somebody who is qualified in geography and environmental studies, it would be remiss of me, and as a concerned Jamaican, as somebody who would want to think is fairly sensible, as a sensible concerned Jamaican, knowing the importance of the cockpit country, Zane, I cannot, for any reason at all, accept any idea or notion of mining in the cockpit country. And I am not against development. However, I am all for sustainable development. Now, there are some questions I ask in the video. You understand? Me ask them. Nobody no write them, give me ask them myself. Here the question them. 1. Zane, why would a special mining lease be granted for the cockpit country? Or, not only the cockpit country, now listen to this, or adjoining areas close to the cockpit country? You don't have to go down listen at all, brother. Much less near it. To begin with, why was the the lease granted for that area in the first place? Knowing it's hydrological, it's geological, it's biological, it's ecological, and cultural importance to the nation. Question 1. Question 2. Focus on the 2 area them again. I'm showing you now a better picture. Them 2 area, 172 and 165. The government is saying that at them 2 areas the mining are going to take place in. Zine? And them I say, I'm going to some background. According to the government, the company's bauxite mining activities are confined to 2 areas. SML 172 right here, saying a pink, and SML 165, that big old area here, so. Alright. Which are not part of the area to be protected as the Cockpit Country protected zone. However, these areas are seen, this is me now, this is me, not them. However, these areas are seen as part of the general Cockpit Country. Remember me show no what we think the Cockpit Country is already, you know. You see all that from Magati to Lorimere's down here, so Alps and also Spring, all of them areas in our Cockpit Country as far as I'm concerned. However, these areas are seen as part of the general Cockpit Country, and many argue that they are too close to the protected zone to avoid hydrological, geological, and ecological damage to the immediate environs. Common sense, that you know. I could go back again, you know, because time jump, but time not fool, you know. I want to pay attention to that blue area there, SML 173. Watch out now. A third area, SML 173, adjoins the area to be protected. So it's very close to the area where they must say they're going to protect the 74,000 hectares. Where them say about 10% of Jamaica's land area. See? So a third area has been given a special mining lease. Them get it, you know. Remember, anyway, you say SML mean a special mining lease has already been granted. See? But them say no mining is taking place in that area. That are them. This is me now. Okay. But will mining be allowed to take place there eventually? See? Now watch this on, peeps. The government asserts, this is me, that an environmental impact study has been commissioned in keeping with the requirements of the license to determine whether or not mining can be done in the area. So watch me now, peeps. 173, listen what the government has said. They have commissioned, the government has commissioned an environmental impact study to find out whether or not them can mine in a 173 right on the step of the Cockpit Country protected area as them create it. So no mining not go on it, you know. But they are doing an environmental impact study to figure out if them can mine. Yes, so. So then again, I could go back to common sense. So if them say that green area, I'm going to draw it up on the diagram here again. Let me see if I can find it over there. Oh, alright, I write diagram. If them say, probably can't find it on this. Let me see you look on this. See? Alright. So 170, so them a mine 172 you in a red, I saw, and 165 in a purple. Them now I do impact study to see if they can mine 173. So if they go mine 173, might as well then come with part Trillani there, so come mine that thing, brother. Because if you mine here, so any at all, the ecosystem, the hydrology of the area, the water underground table, zone, the biodiversity, everything will be affected. What kind of environmental impact study you do for 173? Yo, watch me now. Make go on talk. So we go to number 1 already. Number 2 say, are areas 165 and 172 not part of the area generally accepted as a Cockpit Country? And why were they excluded? Because 173 and 1 are Alps and them place that they say I look upon in a Stuart Town and them place there, you know. So why were these 2 areas excluded from the protected area when these areas have traditionally, historically been a part of the Cockpit Country? See them here, Alps, Ulster Spring, Magati Hall, Sawyers, and them place there, 172 and them place there in there, you know. Why were these places not involved? You know why? Because apparently, when they did their ground truthing exercise, it suggested to them that the quality of bauxite in this area is a very high grade, so them are going to exclude the area there. And that go on in a family. You know see what go on? Yo. So that's a question number 2. Why want to exclude area 172 and 165 and 173 from the protected area? Knowing to them people that grew up, say them live in a cockpit country. Why are they not in the protected area? Alright. Question 3. Why is mining taking place when the cockpit country protected area has not yet been gazetted by law? So you see that grey line where them have in that encircle that green area where them say that has not been gazetted by law, you know. So that is not a thing yet, you know. That are just what them must say for advance them cars. This is not law. So why is prospecting and mining taking place in 172 and 165 when the protected area itself has not yet been gazetted by law? That's a question 3. Question 4. Is it wise to mine areas so close to the so-called protected area, knowing fully well the environmental impact of mining? Isn't this like saying you will be safe in the suburbs because crime only affects the urban areas? So if you're going to tell me say it is safe to mine here, so, and here so I go safe, crap. It's like you tell me say, look here, if you come here so come live, which is on the outskirts of Kingston, where Kingston there so, crime now going to affect you because you're in the suburbs. Rubbish. Harsted Comfort, exactly, 172. It's prime mining land. Big up Teach, you're the best. Blessings in a brother. You know, really and truly appreciate that. Watch out now, peeps. Question number 5. Zin, if you claim say you understand the importance of the cockpit country in terms of geology, hydrology, ecology, biology, and history, how on earth you who claim to be so informed can one exclude these areas to begin with? And not only that, if you are going to mine in the cockpit country outside of where you are protected, would it not be wise to create a buffer zone? So we say, okay, if this is a protected area, there must be a 10-mile radius that you don't encroach upon between Yasso and the protected area. That a common sense that you know. But that's a ask again. Because as I say, common sense is a common these days. So why was there no consideration of a buffer zone to the CCPA to protect the entire ecosystem? Why? Because I want to look in the peeps. I want to see what I go on here. So you see the protected area, so you have special mining lease 170. So we only have focus on 172, 165, and 173 for the time being, you know. But look on around here, so 541. I remember where SEP, I think special environmental prospecting lease. I think I saw that name. See, but numbers are all about, you know, so not just look pan, just yes, you know. So what will happen to SML 17 in the future? There is no buffer zone for SML 17 in the protected area now. So what will stop them from mining that area in the future? If not, no do. You understand what I say? Alright, watch me now. Oh, me I'll mash up what I go and run. So see on the green screen, kind of. Yeah. Ready or no, peeps? Next. And I think these 2 last questions are the most profound questions. Number 6. Is a temporary pursuit of monetary gains worth possible irreparable damage to the most ecologically diverse and important area of the country? So 10 years again, for destroying 1,000 years of importance and relevance. And number 7, can the government be trusted? What guarantees are there to ensure that this proposed 74,000 hectares, as little as it is, remains 74,000? What you mean Adila answer school at the end, brother? When teacher asks question, you answer if you know that family. Danny, which post you talking about, brother? So that are the situation facing the Cockpit Country. See? And the question is simple this. Why from day one and nobody no come tell me about development? I wanna go with that. Zin, then you hear them because you think them easy. Them a say, if them expand, let me tell you what them a say. Them no easy, you know. Let me get that. Wait, picture there. Let me get that picture. Let me show you one thing what them a say. Them a say, if them fi expand the area where them protected already to the black line where people want, yam farmers will suffer. Because if the area is protected, it means you can't clear the land to farm the land. You understand? May I say that again, slowly. If the area becomes protected and gazetted by law, it means that farmers who operate in the area can no longer farm because they cannot clear the land to cultivate. You understand what I say? So they are suggesting now that if they should extend the boundary where them create, which is this boundary, them say if them fi extend the boundary to the south, yam farmers would be placed in a position where them can no longer farm. So this peeps, more to follow what I say though. I don't know, make up nothing me I tell you, a research driven reasoning this peeps. The man them a say, if them fi move beyond the 74 hectares and the boundaries where them established already, yam farmers and most of the yam we eat in the country grow in the belt here, south of the place here, can't farm no more. So what going to happen to yam farmers? Well, my question is, if the boundary is not extended, what will happen to yam farmers when tractor come clear the land for mine it? What is going to happen to the farmers when mining start take place? Now come to me with that. Yo, me I tell you now. Enough of them go school and them intelligent. But me they love to sit down and reason with them about some things that affect the country, Them slick in a family. It's simple maths and simple solution. I know someone who watch, I know someone who good as I call me idiot too, but that is alright. The simple solution is this. I want you to follow me. You see, where the boundary there, where people them want, I'm going to find a boundary there. You see that boundary here? Outside of this boundary now, you have a buffer zone. Zane? Or a belt. And you say, man, we plant yam farming on a belt there. Argument done. Yeah, man, big up to the person who just dislike history. Manners and respect. You understand? We're not part of the problem we face this country. I don't like the truth. You understand? Everything is political for Uno, but me not in no P, brother. You understand? The only P me into is the people. You feel what me I say? Yeah. All you simple need for do is to create a belt for farming. And say farmers who have X amount of land on the outskirts of the protected area to farm on a yam. And you do it sustainably. You understand? You know, contour plowing and all of them good things. Plant windbreakers and them something to help sustain anything. Yeah? The man them say what will happen to the farmer them if them extend it. What will happen to the farmers if you don't extend it? That is the question I'm asking you. When tractors come clear down all of the land them with them farm pan, what will happen to them? Wanna think on smart, you see? Me say if you think on smart one more time. Peeps, the Cockpit Country is something that every well-thinking Jamaican, Zane, who is not partisan and tribalistic in them thinking, Zane, who wants what is best for the future of this country and not just for the short term but for the long term, this is something that you need to understand its importance. That you don't even take what me say, no. Go do the research yourself. Understand the importance of the Cockpit Country. Understand what we stand to lose should mining be allowed to take place in the Cockpit Country. Zine, edify yourself so you can join the cause and add your voice to the situation. You understand what I say? Because this might not affect you and me, you know. But what about our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren? For what? Backside not even a valued family. There's this gentleman who did a video, one Rasta brother. I don't know his name. He made some brilliant points in the video. But I cannot agree with the video being done because he was most disrespectful in the video. There are many ways to voice it. I have voiced my opinion. I don't disrespect nobody. See? So it was very distasteful. You understand me? I said we can voice our opinion in a civil, intelligent way. You understand me? I say? And people will listen. You see me? And each voice that is added to the protest is an important voice. You ever hear them say unity is strength, family? But some of us will be divided because of political allegiance. You understand what I say? Because of political tribalism and political partisan ways. That's how we are going to draw the line, you know. We not draw the line on what is important, but crap. That is one of the fundamental reasons why we continue to stagnate in this quagmire as a country. Because everything is politics. Nothing is about the real issues. It's about the politics. And who support who. Zane? Yo, the Cockpit Country thing, it should have never begin. I'm tell you, you know, if we sit idly by, you see all the 74,000 hectares with them claim about are got protected, kind of protected yet, you know, because it has not been gazetted. All that are going to disappear. Because they're not easy, you know. You give them an inch, them take a mile, family. Yeah, man, I talk about me pen already, Jail. You see him? So you know, that is just part one of the story. But night are coming up. Zane, Noranda, which is a company who would have been granted the lease to mine the Cockpit Country, has hit back. Find two picture. Full of them in the peeps. Think we are play. So I not even stream Friday night. I'm telling you, I'm ready for you stream today, you know. On your name, believe me. My slippers are fly gone over so star. I my mind out my slippers. So that brother here in a blue shirt, him near Basil Wait, is a PNP politician. You understand? Them did exile him and him come back in a fold. Peter one came back what year. This white brother over here, so, is the man who run Noranda. Him named David Wanken. See? I'm telling you want to go on that dance. No. Noranda hits back and says Basil Waite's comments are reckless. I'm telling you what Basil Waite said. Noranda Jamaica Backside Partners has hit back at statements made against the company in relation to the Cockpit Country. Specifically, social media comments made by Deputy General Secretary of the People's National Party, Basil Waite, this week, urging demonstrations against the company and a strategy to damage Noranda in the international media. See? So this is what Waite says, and I quote, "We also need to stage a demonstration against Noranda and plot a strategy to damage them in the international media. Our strategy has to be multi-pronged community demonstrations, non-governmental organizations, community, private sector. Demonstrate at Noranda's local office. Get diaspora involved to demonstrate at their headquarters in the United States, etc." Waite tweeted on Tuesday. He said that he was serious about the remarks. "I would want it to affect Noranda, and I would want it to affect Backside, because we cannot mine out everywhere in our country. Local NWC persons have never seen the riverhead with such turbidity." See? Before. I mean, a whole heap of sediments and them things in our river. "Nobody has investigated the mining on the edges of the Cockpit Country and with the underground water system that flows into the Black River. Anytime you are defining a boundary, you usually have a buffer zone." I don't really agree with politicians much about Mr. Wade. I agree with that. You can't define one area, say protected, that you don't have a buffer zone. A common sense that, brother. Me no go Harvard and Yale and Princeton and Cambridge. But common sense tell you say, if you have got designated that area as being protected, then you must have a buffer zone. Alright. There is no buffer, he said. No, Director of Strategic Projects for Noranda, David Wanken, characterized the statement as reckless, pointing out that it will have far-reaching repercussions for the company. Mr. Wanken, may I tell you the truth, me no care about Noranda family. Me care about Jamaica. We have customers that are concerned when they see something like that. Me no care about your customers, them, sir. Me care about my Jamaicans, brothers and sisters. Our financiers get jittery when they see something like that. Me not care about your financiers, sir. Me care about the people them down at Alps, and down at Larimeres, and down at Magatial, and down at Stewart Town, and Indian Town, who are get jittery when them see tractors and trailer trucks are driving. You understand, sir? Alright. Wanken insisted that Noranda has been practicing corporate responsibility. I don't give a rat's ass about corporate responsibility, sir. My only concern is about the ecological, biological, geological, hydrological importance of the Cockpit Country, sir. So your corporate responsibility, me not responsible for, sir. Mr. Wanken, sir. Pointing to a plethora of social outreach initiatives which it has in place to benefit the communities in which it operates. Sir, it's leave if you leave them, sir. He stressed also that the company's investment in the country goes beyond bringing in foreign exchange. Sir. Our existence has immediate benefits to you. In the absence of Noranda, thousands of people would be worse off. But in the presence of Noranda, tens of thousands will be worse off in 10 years from now, sir. So forget thousands worse off now than tens of thousands being worse off 10 years from now. Which one me go take? What you think me go take, Mr. Wanken, sir? Make we listen what Mr. Wanken say. Zine, me sure we there. Cause me all get dark, me all them dark. Zine? Yeah, so in the absence of Noranda, thousands of people would be worse off. Based on what Robert Nesta Morgan said, Noranda employs 700 plus people from the area plus 3,000. So 4,000 people. So then now, 4,000 people are benefit, but then 400,000 people shall suffer down the road. What we going to take, Mr. Wanken, sir? Yes, sir? Ready or no? Him say, we sponsor kids who are dirt poor through school. Big up yourself, Mr. Wanken. We appreciate it. You can't do that without go down and go mine out the people that they land where they be pitting them as dirt poor pants, sir. You understand? It is incredible what the company does. It is. Mash up the country potentially. You understand? And we don't make big noise about it because we don't think it is necessary. But that is what they're doing now, sir. See, it ain't even relevant what you say right now. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you do for a few youths, how many youths Noranda send go to school? How many youths Noranda send go to school? Versus how many youths are going to suffer when them family can't plant yam no more. When the place where them cherish and value is ripped out from under them feet. When government come take over your land forcefully, you have to move because I saw the law say. What happened to them people, them Mr. Wanken, sir? You people, them your family, they have no house down Alps there. Have you ever been to Alps, sir? It's a lovely place. Very green and cool. You understand? You been down there, sir? You know the people, them down Alps live, sir? I have been there, sir. You understand? And I never drive in an upper here or AC and tint up. I was in a bus and I stopped at Alps. You ever stop down there, sir? What you know about Alps? Eh? What you know about the people that are born and grew every generation down at Alps, sir? Mr. Wanken. Bill, what you know, peeps? Our medical clinic provides medical services at a huge discount for thousands of people. That is good, sir. You understand? But when you give back 1,000,000 times that you again, sir. So we are trying to trick, sir. You see, it says on my head, Mr. Wanken. Mr. Wanken, when you look on my head, sir. You know come in a normal size, so you come in an extra large, sir. You understand? And it's not an extra large empty head, sir. It's not a yam head. Hey, Mr. Wanken, no what you do, sir. Me need to go down the days because me need to go get some footage myself before they mine out down there, brother. For sure, before and after. See? So I don't have a problem going down the Alps. My very dear colleague come from Alps. She love down there. You see me? Watch out now. Alright. Our sports club is available to every school in the mining area for free. So Wanken, you shouldn't have no sporting club in the area to begin with, sir. As well, football clubs, cricket clubs. So it is just not foreign currency. We provide daily bread. But Mr. Wanken, the people them did survive before you go down there, sir. So you make it like you sound like a Jesus Christ now you walk on treetop go down there, sir. With your host of angels. The people them been a live them life a long time before you, Mr. Wanken. So Mr. Wanken I make it sound like him is the Messiah. Come for deliver the people them in a Cockpit Country from their misery. No, sir. That is not it. Sure, they may not be the wealthiest people, but them did a live. For your man when named David and Mr. Wanken, you're not really smart. Alright, but one can stated also that the company does not wait on landowners to present a title before they are compensated. As was previously the case, a lot of that land was not titled land, which brings a host of problems and which meant they had to administer the estate of the owners, which went back 2 or 3 generations. So, in a lot of instances, Kaiser wouldn't pay because the landowner can't provide title. And it is a problem throughout the industry. So one can go ahead. Alright. He said Noranda has solved this dilemma by compensating owners to mine the land instead of purchasing the land. What this means is that we can pay people without having the title. Yeah, Mr. Wanken, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to mine out his soul and leave. So I'm not going to find every way to mine out his soul and then leave. You come like some man where initially them give him and everything and breed them and left them, sir, Wanken. You is that type of man, sir? You know, see, is that you're doing? Eh? What you say now? He must say, so we pay immediately. Within 90 days. Yes, them going to do that because them want to mine out the land before the thing reach abroad. And what we pay them is fair market value for the land, as if we are buying it. Even though all we are doing is mining the land, then restore it. Restore what, sir? Restore what? We don't know nothing about land restoration, sir. How can you restore 2,000 years, sir? Mr. Wanken, sir. How can you restore 2,000 years of evolution, sir? Eh? How can you restore 300 years, sir, of history, sir? They get paid for crops that were destroyed and any house that was on the land. And them have to take it because the government compulsory acquisition law, you have to take it. You can't fight it. Else them go force you to fight. So Mr. Wanken and behave like so the people them gladly take the money. So Wanken's a restoration. At the same time, Wanken noted that the investment and its benefits to the economy come at a price. Yeah, Mr. Wanken really say. Mr. Wanken say, at the same time, the investment of Noranda and its benefits to the economy come at a price, which is unavoidable if the country wants to sustain a bauxite mining industry. But Jamaica don't need to sustain a bauxite mining industry, Mr. Wanken, sir. Look from when bauxite mining did top. And the next thing, Mr. Wanken, we now send don't mine bauxite, sir. We are sending mining in a Cockpit Country. You deaf, sir? That is all we are saying. And why we are up and skip and a upscotch round the people in Cockpit Country, sir? Mr. Wanken good don't even know what a cockpit is. Mr. Wanken don't even know a Cockpit Country come for name Cockpit Country. Mr. Wanken, if you're watching, sir, the Cockpit Country, the landscape, sir, would have taken thousands of years to evolve into what it is today, sir. If you should fly over it, you realize you have mounds or areas of elevations and areas of depression. Zine, so you kind of look like you don't even know cockfighting go. Back in the days when our grandfather used to have cockfight, them used to dig out one hole and put the two fowl them down in there one fight till them dead. So you kind of come out like that. So it kind of look like one big egg tray, the Cockpit Country, because you have elevations and depressions. And synclines and anticlines. Synclines and anti. So you have sinkholes, dolines, pulges, or uvalas, dry valley, all sort of things are going on the surface. Limestone pavements with clints and grikes and the works, brother. So Cockpit Country would have taken centuries, sir, millenniums, to reach that stage of elevation into one of the world's most pristine limestone karst landscapes, sir. And una got destroy it in a couple months. And then left the country, sir. The Cockpit Country never happened overnight, brother. It has taken centuries upon centuries. And we're going to destroy what that? Here the man out order. That investment and its benefits to the economy comes at a price, which is unavoidable. So the price of affecting 40% of Jamaica's surface water. Zane, you understand what I say? 101 out of 160 species of vascular plants which are only found in the Cockpit Country. 37 out of 60 amphibians and reptiles which are found only in the Cockpit Country. Is that unavoidable, sir? But Waite, back to Mr. Waite, argued that the industry cannot be maintained at the expense of the environment. A simple matter, that, brother. And suggested that perhaps proper plans need to be made to replace the bauxite industry. Common sense that again, brother. Look how much idle lands we have around this country. Zine? Yet we keep on, when you go to supermarket, you see some carrot bigger than my keyboard. Some carrot longer than my keyboard. You see some cabbage bigger than my head. And plus my head coming extra large. You see some sweet pepper bigger than my head. You see some cheese where I grew in New Zealand. You see orange where I grew up in Florida. Sugar where I come from Brazil. We keep increasing our import bill. And we have thousands of hectares of unused land where we can commission for agriculture instead of mining the Cockpit Country, brother. That name vision. We not destroying nothing with that, you know, brother. Plus thousands of people that one cannot talk about can be employed, sir. Thousands of acres of land where factories can be erected upon to create agro-processing plants. So we don't have to import every little thing we need. We can make some of them here. And reduce the importation bill, reduce the demand upon the US dollar, so the devaluation of the dollar can be contained, brother. When the US dollar devalue, you know, one of the common reason for that is that there's a demand for US dollars that cannot be supplied. So the greater the demand, the weaker the dollar become. And one of the reasons why the dollar is becoming so weak is because our import bill is far greater than the money we make for export. So there's always a need for more US dollars to import things, because when you are importing things, that US, that are the global currency really, is US dollar you use pay for it. So when you can't find US dollar then to pay for it, what happen? The demand that go up, the dollar got devalue, because we keep on importing way more than we export. I never gone to school go study no economics. But a common sense thing that. You see me? We are import milk. You know much empty pasta there we can choke out in our milk them, brother. We import mutton. You know much land there we should have some big old ram goat to stay a mile from our smell them and we not have them something there, brother. We import pork. You know much empty land there where man can go raise pig, brother. And you tell me so you can't find an alternative than go mine out the Cockpit Country. Crap, man. And watch you now. Even if the PNP had issued the license, you tell me say the current government can't realize say they need to cancel the license, eh? No matter what the financial cost is, because the ecological, biological, ideological, and geological cost will be greater. Yes, Miss Pearly Simpson, but no matter who start it, can be stopped. Why the current government not stop it? So yes, them sign it. You can't dispute that them sign it. So what? It was cast in stones? Why, if it's so potentially damaging to the environment, is it being allowed to continue? The Cockpit Country should be filled with tourists, but you know much beautiful caves and underground landscape is in the Cockpit Country. And rivers and all sort of things. And we talk about we're serious about tourism. So why is ecotourism not a major thing in the Cockpit Country? But our excuse is development. There's always an alternative. There is always an alternative. And then one of the things where hurt, is that it's like them take people for fool. From the beginning of time, we know the eras them will make up the Cockpit Country, brother. All of a sudden, them the era, they're not part of the Cockpit Country anymore. Who decided that? As per Nesta Morgan, some people did not know that the only defined boundary for the Cockpit Country protected area is the one established by the government of Jamaica. The same man went on to say, everybody define the area in a them own way for them own benefit. But we can finish with this, because night come now. We've been as a night a come, but you understand, then time I done dream long time and go and eat my dinner. I want to have me a talk. Ready or no? Because we have not yet identified another industry, does it mean that we should destroy our water supply system? Is it better for us to be mining bauxite and earning a few foreign exchange, or destroy permanently our water supply system because of our mining practices? Wait, question. Wang Ken, and it's W-O-N-G, Wang, and K-E-N, Ken, David Wang Ken. However, disputed claims that Naranda was mining in the Cockpit Country. How on earth are we to go into an area where the government says we should not go? Mr. Wanken, sir. Mr. Wanken, sir. Look at me a pine pan weight, but me a pine. Alright, you see, anyway me pine, I look like me a pine. Alright, Mr. Wanken, sir, over here, sir. In your cricket bat tie. You understand? What you mean? Free government, sir? Man, go on here, man. Listen what Mr. Wanken say. Mr. Wanken alone couldn't take a class this evening. Mr. Wanken say, how on earth are we to go in an area where the government says we should not go? Mr. Wanken, are we are tell about government, Mr. Wanken, sir? Mr. Wanken, you're wrong again. Yo, our license is dependent on our observation, on our observing the terms and conditions that mining is granted to us on. But Mr. Wanken, we are say, whether or not, uno a mine in Cockpit Country, sir. A long and short story that, Mr. Wanken. The government created one boundary to suit them, sir, Mr. Wanken. You understand? No, it's not Wanken, it is Wang Ken. Not Wang and a double A-N-G, you know. Yes, it's Wang, double O-N-G. Zane, watch you know. I have to reply. May I rely for the years. I have to rely on the expertise of NEPA, a government agency, Mr. Wanken. Of the Jamaica Bauxite Institute, Mr. Wanken, which is a Jamaican government entity. I have to rely on the government to make judicious decisions. I have to put my confidence and trust in them. But Mr. Wanken, we don't put no confidence and trust in them, sir. That they know what they are doing, but Mr. Wanken, they don't always know what they are doing, sir. There has to be a balance. The country has to survive. Yes, Mr. Wanken, but the country can survive without bauxite. No money upon bauxite, sir. Right now, more money upon agriculture than bauxite, Mr. Wanken. Right now, more money upon tourism than bauxite, Mr. Wanken. The Cockpit Country should be rivaling the Dominican Republic as it relates to ecotourism. That is how diverse the Cockpit Country is, sir. One can advise that the company was still awaiting the outcome of the environmental impact assessment. And this is my question, Mr. Wanken. Call you not smart idea, you know, sir. How is it? Special mining leases were granted in areas without an environmental impact assessment done. Mr. Wanken and friends. As well as the gazetting of the declared protected areas. Maybe not telling us say the area is not area because there is nothing in law say this is the area. Them a try to build the area for have sectors 173, 172 and 165 for mine because in a them ground truthing exercise it would have been revealed that the best quality bauxite would have been in those areas. Sir Wanken. Wait, meanwhile, stressed that the boundaries of the Cockpit Country remains in contention. What do you mean? It have to remain in contention. So it is really on the altar of expediency that they are pushing ahead. So when the government declares that there will be no mining in the Cockpit Country, which boundary are they talking about? They are talking about the boundary where Nesta Morgan say was defined by the government of Jamaica for the benefit of the government of Jamaica. It is the smallest of the three, and there is no unity in the decision. Zane, as to that being the boundary for the Cockpit Country. It's smoke and mirrors that is taking place. We must preserve something. Now, environmentalists, and yes, I am trained that, Zane, and a number of the lobby groups have repeatedly expressed disagreement with the boundary presented to the country. And Wade believes even more pressure should be put not just on the government, but now on Noranda. Prime Minister Andrew Holness said recently that the government was firm in its position that there will be no mining in the landscape that is to be designated the Cockpit Country Protected Area. But Mr. Prime Minister, that is the problem, sir. The Cockpit Country Protected Area is not protecting the entire Cockpit Country, sir. And you know that that is the case, sir. He said the regulatory agencies have said there is no such activity in the area. He said, the agency said. Is who is the Prime Minister? Him or the agencies? I don't want to hear from the agency. I want to hear from the Prime Minister what is the situation, sir. Now come tell me, say the agency said. So when things go on now, you're going to say, oh, I was informed by the agencies X when they did Y. Come on, sir. The size of my head again, sir. The government of Jamaica, through the Jamaica Bauxite Mining Limited, has 51% of the partnership. Jamaica Bauxite Partners, you know, operating as New Day. Them own 49. So, at the end of the day, this all boils down to money. You understand me, answer family? Where it boils down to? Money. You feel me? Money. Peeps. Me and
What we do here is go back.
yeah, peeps, manners and respect, but they need a little break there. You see it? So, night coming on, peace. We have two more stories. We're going to call it a night. We're going to talk about the Prime Minister and we're going to talk about the pastor versus the Rasta. You understand me? I say Rasta? Yeah, let me change over this because I need to drop a little picture around here. So. See? Alright, peeps. So, on the screen is a good Prime Minister. The Honorable Andrew Michael Holness. See? And political commentator Sir Chang. Now, remember we spoke up to the last time I streamed, you see? That cheer I need for change, you know. That it up as a too high. And the next year out for you sync with me. You understand? We need to fix it. Watch it now. I spoke at length about the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister's reluctance, it seems, or the inability of the Prime Minister to have his finances publicly declared under the Integrity Commissions Act. I said before now that as a leader, you have to lead from the front. If you claim you want something to be done, you have to show people that you can do it. And when it comes to declaring one's asset, if it is a requirement of politicians, mandatory, the first person who should have that sorted out is the Prime Minister. The last time we spoke, it was not done. Up to this day, it is still not done. Honest risk, and I'm just sharing the article. Basically, this man is saying what I have been saying. Me never need no vindication still in about, but I just share it. To show you how serious this really is, you know. Because it's bigger than what people are make it out to be. Why is it taking so long for the Premier to declare? Why is it taking a man who, on the political campaign leading up to the last election, teaches it mandatory for the Prime Minister to declare his status? Or, yes, sir, under the new Integrity Commissions Act, it is for all political representatives, members of parliaments. So it is mandatory. He was very vocal, stating that he will eliminate, if not reduce, corruption in government. I am not accusing the Prime Minister of being corrupt, but what we can say definitively is that under the stewardship of the Prime Minister, some of the biggest scandals in the history of the country has unraveled. At the end of the day, nobody can tell me say the Prime Minister is the Prime Minister and the Minister them are the Minister. The buck ultimately stops at the feet of the Prime Minister. So it is his ministers. You can't go around that, you know. Zane, watch you now. Outspoken political commentator Kevin O'Brien Chang is warning that Prime Minister Andrew Holness risks tarnishing his legacy over the inordinately long time it is taking for his integrity filings to be made public. 2 weeks ago, the filings of opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips and his family were made public and gazetted. Those of the Prime Minister are yet to be made public. See? Julian Smith and the police. Enough police there, no brother. You have very few MPs, 63 of them, but you have thousands of police. You understand? Watch you now. This has led to speculation in the public domain, right on TGM channel here, about the possible reasons for the extended delay. Delay breeds danger, you never hear. The delay is ridiculous. It is downright foolish, said O'Brien Chang. He has the potential to go down as one of the country's greatest prime ministers. Take from that what you mean. He has certainly made a good start in many areas. So you can see that the potential is there. But he has to think about his legacy. Does he want to be somebody who was exceptional but flawed? Or does he want to go down as a historic prime minister? Chang asked. According to the political commentator, Holness must now be thinking about that. Despite all the good he's doing with the massive infrastructure works, a stable and growing economy, and record low unemployment numbers. Speaking about record low unemployment numbers, that is good in itself. But there's also data that is suggesting that more people are below the poverty line now than a couple of years back. But we'll talk about that in our upcoming stream. Zin, he certainly must be given credit for that. But many men go down as exceptional but flawed because of other things that they did. O'Brien Chang was quick to point out that while Holness himself has not been accused of corruption, his administration has been beset with scandals over the past 2 years. These have forced two of his closest allies in the cabinet, Andrew Wheatley and Ruel Reid, to be forced to resign in the past 12 months. Yes, he has booted a couple ministers, but his name is being called too often in relation to scandals. And if the public keep remembering, yes, the man is a good man, but look at the scandals associated with him and his government, O'Brien Chang noted. He said the Prime Minister's legacy is going to be at risk if he allows his name to be called in relation to corruption within his government and not being forthright in dealing with it. O'Brien Chang also noted that Holness came to power declaring that he was new and different. Yet you have this thing here dragging on and on. You have to set an example, man. You are the one the people look at. According to O'Brien Chang, the Prime Minister cannot claim to not have heard from the Integrity Commission. If I were the Prime Minister in this case, I would be pressing them. I would say, guys, tell me what I need to do to clear my name, to get this thing wrapped up, so I can go to the public and say, yes, I am compliant with the criteria, with what the criteria are supposed to be, with what I am supposed to do. It makes him look very bad, and it is tarnishing his image. He argued that allness must not give the appearance of a do as I say, but not as I do Prime Minister. Right now he's becoming a do as I say Prime Minister, and it is foolish from every angle I can think of. It is inexplicably foolish. Allness is like an artist painting a beautiful picture with a big dirty splotch in the middle that spoils it. Now I read that again. The man says, allness is like an artist painting a beautiful picture with a big dirty splash in the middle of it that spoils it. It has been 2 weeks since the integrity filings of the opposition leader have been made public and having been gazetted by the Jamaica Printing Service. Why is the Prime Minister taking so long? I have asked that question before, repeatedly. I'll ask it again. Why is the Premier of the country taking so long to declare with the Integrity Commission? Why? Why the man who is asking people to declare taking so long to declare? Why is the man who claims that he's new and different taking so long to declare? Why is the man who said he was going to be a champion against corruption taking so long to declare? Why is the man whose party has been bombarded with significant scandals in recent times taking so long to declare? It's not clear. Why is it taking him so long to declare? Please, I'm going to connect my phone to the computer. Yeah. I want to draw no attention to a local video. Yeah. A video, yeah, mama and papa. Yo, I hope I don't get no problem from iTunes and because I can't deal with it. I don't want that right now. Boom. Camera roll. Zane. Where there? Boom. Yeah. Alright. So let me see if I can bring up this now. You know, technology is a hell of a thing, you know. What me I look for? Frame. Zane. It lock. I'm opening it. Boom. So which camera will show up? Why that show up in my frame? That's supposed to show up in my frame. Okay. Okay. But then now, okay, alright. So you know, you got some boom so I'm on this camera here. More other one there. Oh, I know I change the thing, you know. I know I change something earlier, you know. They're supposed to be tall. Yeah, head up on the right thing. I don't know why it looks so. I know what I'm to do. What on the peeps? Now I get all in there. You have to take time in here. Boom. I'll go back so boom. Why not? Don't want that. Want that. Then more on this. I don't know my problem. I don't even know the S screen. I'm going to find all the S screen there though. Before I draw back with this. Zane. Auntie. Yeah. Oh, I'm something the camera on this now. Alright, so we have a screen. We have to go work with that. Zane, so watch out now, peeps. Pastor and Rasta man tussles in jungle. Hey. You understand what I say? Auntie. It is no secret that followers of the Christian faith and members of the Rastafarian community do not see eye to eye on a number of issues, you see? In many cases, the differences in opinion have led to a lot of heated debates in religion, But not very often do these arguments end up physical. You know, I'm going to try a next thing, because that's supposed to work, you know. It's an experiment, me experiment. What happen? You understand? I'm going to change this background here to this here. Zine. And then I'll go so and add in that. Oh, but come in a circle. See, when I want it in a circle, I want it to be tall. Boom. And then we drag it come here, so. Alright. So make it stay right there, so we can work with that. You understand me? I say? Alright. So watch out now, peeps. But in one such incident in the South St. Andrew community of Arnett Gardens, popularly known as Jungle, a pastor was in the middle of a spirited presentation in which he was beseeching Satan to hold a position. When a Rasta man suddenly enters the fray, and within just seconds, the two were engaged in an all-out brawl. So a 1 minute and 20-second video of the incident has been circulating on social media, which shows the pastor and the dread in close physical combat, with the minister coming out the clear winner in the unusual clash. The video shows the pastor being approached by the man wearing dreadlocks, who is seen throwing a liquid substance at the preacher. Instinctively, the pastor reacted in a manner that left persons in the area in shock. And instead of turning the other cheek, he couldn't turn it, the next one did wet up. You understand? Turning the other cheek, as is mentioned in the Bible, the pastor went in kung fu mode, kicking at the Rasta man. Thereafter, the community witnessed both men throwing blows and physically grappling with each other, including rolling on the ground. The incident has generated mixed views from social media users who have commented on the video. So I'm going to play the video, I'm going to share some views, then I'm going to share my views. You understand? Yes. When I suppose I hear this, though, I play through that. Oh, me if it just I mean a certain. Wanna hear the video? I'm not hearing the audio. But I don't know if you not hear the audio, because I don't hear none. No audio. Well, I don't know why the audio now come through. It should. But I don't know. Oh. I'm going to play back. Yes, I'm going to play back.
Keep yourself wide. Make sure you keep yourself wide. Make sure you keep your position. Keep your position. Keep your position, demon. Satan, keep your position. Satan, keep your position. Satan, keep your position. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position, demon.
Hold your position. Hold the position.
Keep yourself wide. Make sure you keep yourself wide.
Oi, hold on. Okay, so now here. Hold on the position, man, and keep on yourself wide, man. I want to. I'll play about this.
Keep yourself wide. Make sure you keep yourself wide. Make sure you keep yourself wide. Make sure you keep your position. Keep your position. Keep your position, demon. Satan, keep your position. Satan, keep your position. Satan, keep your position. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position, demon. Hold your position, Satan. Satan, hold your position. Hold your position, demon. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position.
Mic check. Oh, they for Jack you. That's weak. Hold the position coming down, Satan. Yeah. So peeps. Alright, let me read. I'm going to mute it and make it go and play. And then now, I'm going to read some of the responses them. See? Alright. Spoil up all the more. See? Alright, so the incident has generated mixed views from social media users who have commented on the video. I am really disappointed with how the pastor reacted to this situation. He could have acted in a more professional manner. How he acted does not represent how members of the Christian faith should act, said one social media user who identified his name as John. You better go find Matthew and Mark and Luke. Here, sir. But another user saw nothing wrong with how the man of the cloth acted. Based on how this world is running nowadays, we need more Christians who are not afraid to stand up against what is wrong, who are not afraid to wage spiritual and physical warfare, if necessary, against their detractors, said another social media user. Zane, what we are seeing here is just a sign of the times, where brothers are fighting against each other, said another user. Meanwhile, a senior officer from the Kingston Western Police Division, in which the Arnett Gardens community falls, confirmed that they have seen the video but disclosed that there has been no report of the incident. Alright. So, I'm going to put on back his sound and I'm going to play it one more time. And then me, I'm going to tell you how me feel about it.
Keep yourself wide. Make sure you keep yourself wide. Make sure you keep yourself wide. Make sure you keep your position. Keep your position. Keep your position, demon. Satan, keep your position. Satan, keep your position. Satan, keep your position. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position, demon. Hold your position, Satan. Satan, hold your position. Hold your position, demon. Hold your position. Satan, hold your position. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position. Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position.
Something more than Rasta, you know. Something see man and beat a jack here. Alright, peeps. So, here goes. I am not somebody who promotes violence, you see? But I am also not somebody who, not because me not promote violence, you can't come walk on me or step on me. Me not play that. You understand me? I say, I don't know the context of what happened before the recording started. See? What I observe is that the pastor was there trying to build a vibe, build a crowd. And this man, a Rastafarian, decides saying probably don't want to hear what the pastor have to say. In my opinion, he even invaded the pastor's space. The man has said, hold your position, family. Just know, say, hold your position. The man walk away, go for whatever amuse throw up on the pastor. See? I'm going to tell you this. The pastor should have still kick him. I say, yes, when the pastor gave me first one, I don't know if I used to play Mortal Kombat or watch Mortal Kombat. Liu Kang, one of them signature moves a bicycle, when him kick about 20 times in your chest and him still not here. Oi, I say, every lock shouldn't drop out of him head. I don't want nobody come tell me about the man a pastor and him should know better. You see, people take Christians for fool, you know. That's one of the things when I notice in this life. You understand me? I say people take Christians for fool. You don't know what the man throw in a man face. And the man for just stand up and take you. What you mean turn the next cheek? You see two of them wet up. You blind? Eh? And then after him throw it first time, you know, him throw some more. Zane? Me say, and you think with the Rasta man, they never low a war thing, you know, because I kind of realize that thing with the Rasta and the war thing. They now win none. As a man goes out them job, then they don't make no sense, brother. Box Jack Cure. You remember when Jack Cure was floored? Peeps. The man wrong. The pastor man have, and I had a spirited discussion in the channel's WhatsApp group about this, Zane and one of my good viewers, I said, teacher pastor wrong. Me I say, you stay there. Let me tell you this. I am not into self-righteousness. You see? Me into self-defense. I never trouble Rasta. I preach, and Rasta decide him don't want to hear. I not in a Rasta yard. He look like upon in a public the man they are doing thing. Zine, and you go away, cause you's a bad man and care whatever come through in my face, brother. And you feel like say God I go save you, sir. Eh? The part of the Bible will say do good unto those who hurt you. Him do good unto those who hurt him and give him a good whipping. What you mean? Me say him shouldn't still beat the Ras. Eh? So the self-righteous people, them not really into that. It's defend the man and defend himself. At the end of the day, the man is still a human being. You can't, when me look on the video now, because when you watch back the video to you peeps, Zane, I'm on a serious note now. It look like all the man wife and youth did it, Looking at your background, because me sit down and me jaw up a thing, Zane, I'm going to play back the video. Zane, when I tell Ras say, if you hold him ground, you understand? Look, if you don't see one lady and one youth in the background, me a pray as good as a man and youth and the man wife, and you come throw water for me in front of my youth. You mad? You must say, hold your position, Satan. Hold on. Keep yourself wide. Yeah, man, keep yourself wide.
Make sure you keep your position. Keep your position. Keep your position, demon. Satan, keep your position. Satan, keep your position.
Looking at your background now, peeps. Looking at your background, yes, sir. Don't play. Right here, so you see a lady and one youth stand up. How good as a man family? How good as the man family stand up there, sir? And you come throw water in my face in front of my youth, brother. You're mad, man. A man say keep your position and you're straight. You over dribble. You pass a bus your lace. You can't play out a position. You will get tackled, brother. You understand what I say? And then this man now, the man walk away, peeps. The man walk away and come back. You don't see.
Keep your position.
Look at the man walk into the man's face.
Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position, demon. Hold your position, Satan.
You walk away.
You
walk away because you're a bad man and go in your carry. See, the man there in public in the honor that try to win 2-4. You understand what I say? You come to your soul.
Hold your position, Satan. Hold your position.
Yo, I want to tell you. Yeah, communicate. You can't over-dribble and you hold a position. You will get tackled. That's how we call it in football, man. When you get tackled, busting lace, man. And we have big old centre back, centre half, you know, play with boy, You understand? Yeah, if you over-dribble, you will get it. What, man? But I don't know if you understand. Uno self, uno sure. Let me say, man. Pastor, big up yourself. God believe in warriors. You understand? But Pastor wrong. Pastor wrong for defend himself. The man is a human being. The person me even reason with I say, yo, teach, the threat was over. What you mean the threat was over? After they went at the man one time, and went at the man again, then him a run. I don't know him a run go. I don't know him a run to. Then him can't left gun away. You understand? Him cannot left gun away, Because I don't know him a go for. Him go for water already, him go to go for something else next time. I now wait upon him. Me say, Shamar Low, blessings in our family. Pastor should have still a beat it. Adapt me, I tell you. God the rejoice. Me not ask you. God. Yo, when the man do my chicken a capo, bow in a head, man. It's a good thing he not did there, because he bust up all in head. Lord, the man. DeAndre say, in Bridget tell him, say, I Rasta corner. If I Rasta property, if you go with DeAndre, you hear me? You understand your own corner? If I hear a place that different, you pass on the right to come in your place. See? But if the man I try to win 2 souls and you want to give away your soul, then you go and the man say hold your position and you You come out of formation and man bust your lace. You understand? Big up your pastor. Me I defend the pastor. Some people probably not appreciate. I mean I promote no violence. But the man never trouble the Rasta man. As far as when me see on the video. You understand? And you go invade the man's space and go open on the man's face. The man has say hold your position, Ras. And you never hear. Like you never see Jack your video. You not go win, brother. Cause I don't know when I eat now, you know. Big up to all the Rasta them still. But you need to fix the diet. Because every time I see man just a fling on the west too. You understand me? I say, you can't be no weak fence road, man. And when I don't know so not bad like that, on the top get trouble too, man. Peeps, me and go in bed. Night come. Manners are respecting everybody, you know, I appreciate the support. Thanks to the persons who were patient. I remember this a camera on the face, that one, yeah? But see, no light. So we're going back to your old camera. Look like we are bleached. Zane, appreciate the persons who waited about an hour for the stream to start today. Big up on yourself, as a matter of fact. A round of applause. I appreciate it. You answer me, I say? Yeah, I can plug out this now because I don't know why that go on. So I appreciate the patience, I appreciate the persons who remained. Keep the chat active until the thing up and running. It's always good for a backup plan. I don't know I'm to the light. You understand? I need to improve that lens here where the low light capability. Because I kit lens upon the camera there, so I need to fix that. But sure, what are them time there, man? We have other things I deal with. Peace, big up on yourself. You know what thing, whenever stream Friday, big up to the people them who reach out and say teach you good or we don't see you Friday night. But that's it kind of in a local zone. You understand? As I say, been a rough couple of weeks mentally. But we there I give thanks. You know what I mean? The work have to go on and them something there. You feel what I say? Call me Cakes, big up yourself in the Empress. It's always good to see you. I know I see you once a year, so I know I not see you till next year again. You understand? And thing. Appreciate the continued support, peeps. Big up to the people that love off the alien interview. Interview the gun. Peeps, when I say thing I grow, thing I build. You understand me? I say, who's coming next? Punchinella little fella. What cat one don't know? You understand? Keep on guessing. You understand? See? So we just go and work on the thing, I go and build the thing. The interviews are come in one by one. You know that you know, Lazar Morgan and my father. Speaking about my father. Gangster for life. Wagwan family, everything good, sir. You know what I mean? Big up yourself still. When you come a yard? I don't know, but that's a ask. Zane, you know what thing got peeps? Friday, again, my team I got stream Grand Gala pan Jamaica, you know that go. I don't know how I never end up stream festival contest and festival queen, song and queen. I don't know how them they slip me. You know what I mean? But you know what thing go. Jamaica. I'm going to go check out that channel there if you don't know about it yet. You know what thing go? Zane and thing. So, I'm good at stream Wednesday, I'm not sure. We see what thing go. Zane, Ron Stewart said Tanya Stephen next. Brother, if Tanya call me tonight and want me interview her, I'm gone. You understand? Tanya, I'm a female artist. I don't know if I ever tell you that. You see, so not itching. I not try to reach out to Tanya yet still. But you know everything take time. Things take a little time. You know understand me? I say? So peace, big up on yourself. I there chat too much. I cut out, you know. Have a wonderful and productive week. I still Sunday evening. So find something nice to drink. But if you have to drink, don't drive. If you must drive, do not drink. You understand me? I say? And thing, when you touch the road, load the big old headphone, them, load the Bluetooth headpiece, them, stop separate yourself from your environment, stop draw attention to yourself. Pre people, cause people are pre you. Walk with only the cash where you need. You understand me I say? And thing. You see? The jewelry thing is not really important, it's not really necessary. Yes, you work hard for your thing, but man, we take it and take your life in the process. If you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. State the license plate number. Send it go give somebody. Describe the car, describe the driver. Tell people you're there, tell people where you go. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Trust absolutely. No man. We no love man, brother. You know what I mean? And thing for the people them we share every move they make on social media, tappy. For the people them we share everything about them personal life on social media and them status, tappy. You know what I mean? I say, cookie mama. Shamar Lou, DS Electronics Unlimited, Angela Martin, Rising Stars TV, Millicent Thomas McDermott, Destiny Rose, Ruth Daly, Angie E, Danny Blackhorse, Dante Dan, Kanaika Chisholm, Spring Garden. How are you there, brother? Everything good? Me hope you alright. Me hope everything good. And me hope Lady Fat good. Big up wifey. Miss Angela Martin, Dervan Guthrie, Just Crime TV, No Crime TV. Big up yourself in the youth. You know the thing, you know. You understand? Miss Joan Gray, Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott, Miss Cameron Dryden, Danny Blackhorse, Danny Wagwan, brother. Miss Paulette Morgan, Rowan Stewart, Crystal Clean. Crystal, big up yourself, you know. You know what I mean? Kami Cakes, Kami, big up yourself. You understand? See you next year. Kami know them time there again. Devon Wilson, Tommy Edge, Yard and Abroad, TV. Sherms Goods, Manners and Respect, you know. Daniel Scarlett, Miss Sandra Bennett, Eyes 4 Inky TV. Big up yourself, you know. Ellie London, sister, go on, Miss Carleen Vidal, Zane, Del Dawson, Manners and Respect, you know. Kennison Charles, Blessings, Mike Lewis, DeAndre Small, my brother. Big up yourself, you know, youth. You know what I mean? You know what thing, you know. You see me, I say, who else the boat? Me I check. Nassan! I just think I say Nassan. Yeah, man, Nas 360 reason. Big up yourself, you know, big bro. You know what thing, you know. Who else the boat? Top Max. Manas. Patrick Winter. Zane. Desiree Horton. Good evening. I think it's the first time I see the name there now. Angie A. Alex Condon. Zane, me I try to call as many names tonight, you know. Zane. Cozy Boy. 1017. Manners and Respect, you know. Destiny Rose, blessings every time. You know what I mean? Anting, peeps. Big up on yourself, you know. Omar Guthrie, Manners. Johnny M. Ja, blessings and a brother. Yes, the pastor take it. Bianca Green, Zane, pastor all the way, man. Sir Belvedere, big up yourself, you know. You know what I mean? Peeps. You know what thing, you know? Probably Wednesday. Not sure, but anything Friday 7:30, make it a date and don't be late. Don't look feed. Get book feed. For the people that are on Facebook, you don't need to go over there, go follow me. Zane, I don't have no problem follow back people. For the people that are on IG, you don't need to go over there. I try to build them to a platform there. Because money in them thing, I work. For the people that are up on Twitter, you don't need to come subscribe. You don't need to come follow me. For the people that want to know about the second channel, you don't need to come subscribe over there. That channel there will show the sexy side of Jamaica. You know what I mean? And thing. We not upload as often as we should, but that channel there, we love it. You know what I mean? Jaddy! Big up yourself, you know. Jam 1 Express Trucking Limited. Big up yourself, you know. You understand what I say? And thing. For the people them, I want to know how them can contribute. Because people been a reach out to me and ask me. So the Patreon account there. Yeah, Patreon is where you contribute monthly to the channel. $1, $2, $3, $100. Some people have it. You understand? PayPal direct. For the people them who want to buy something, we say teach them on Jamaica. The merch store is there. Things for male, female, children, everybody. You understand? Go where they go look something. You understand what I say? And thing. Peeps, big up on yourself, you know. Otis Henry. Man, as I respect you, I say, hold a position. You know what I think, brother? With us straight, man. We don't want to get tackle. You know what I mean? Peeps, walk good. Step with ya. Make somebody smile throughout the week now. A pat on the shoulder, a hug, a word of encouragement. You understand? Some clothes where you don't wear donkey ears. Somebody out there want it. And shoes where you not wear. Somebody out there want it. Some food we have in our freezer where you go dash with. Somebody out there want it. Make a difference in a small life. You realize that when you help people, you feel better about who you are too. You know what I mean? I know I'm going to stream so long. Peeps, walk good. Step with Ja. I'm out.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.